Welcome to the very special 150th episode of the Board Game Barbecue podcast.
Woo!
And we are joined by everybody today.
Yay!
Hello.
Today's a very special evening for us all because we're all going to take part in a trivia event, which we love to do. And it's also a launch for our new branding and logo, which behind the scenes has been worked on tirelessly. So, yeah, I mean, do you want to say a little bit, Steve, about what's been going on? Do with that?
Sure, yeah. So we have been talking about a rebrand for a little bit of time because nothing really against our original logo. We just, at the start, we just went, oh, what are we going to do for a logo? And Jules was like, oh, I got 30 minutes on my lunch break. I'll throw something together. And we all went, yep, that's great. That'll do. And, back when we had 30 listeners, it was fine. And as we've grown as a podcast, then a lot of the conversation was about, okay, well, what is our brand and what do we stand for and all that. And Dan was heavily involved in branding and was quick to point out that there's a lot of really bad tattoos that look a lot like our logo.
Any tattoo shop in Vegas.
I just based off the one that Mitch got in Vegas.
Yeah.
And just be so grateful that we didn't all get a tattoo at the retreat that I was trying to convince everyone to do.
Legacy
tattoo
tattoo.
was a bad idea.
That was a terrible idea. I'd already be getting a second one to cover the first one only a year later.
So from there, I'm not quite sure how the steps came about, but we got approached by one of our absolute patron legends in Harry, who basically said, like, if you want me to look at doing a new logo for you, this is a bit of a concept I've put together. And we all looked at the concept and went, well, that's way better than what we have. So let's run with this. And Harry has been ridiculously generous with his time and his skills and has developed this logo for us, as well as an entire rebrand of everything. So as you hear this podcast, you may have noticed that our YouTube channel has changed, our Facebook page has changed. Everything has changed to this new design, this new layout. Now, what's also interesting is that we're not, and obviously in the merch store, we're going to be changing that. So you can get this from now. You can order these shirts and have the new design on them. But you can also get what we're calling the legacy items, which is our old logo. So it's not like we're dead and buried and going to make a pit of shirts somewhere and set it alight. It's still our logo. It's still our original thing. It's the OG. So
the OG.
Yeah, it's going to be around for a while. You'll still see us wearing those shirts every now and again. But if you really like that logo, now if this is the time you want to buy it, because we're not going to have that in there forever. It's just going to be a bit of a legacy item for the time being. But
I think they call it throwback, Steve.
The throwbacks.
Throwback.
No, we got to do that. We got to do that in 20 years, and we go.
Yeah.
The old 2020 throwback.
The Mitchell and Nets
hardwood classic
logo.
Exactly.
If you want to give Jules a bit of a confidence booster, just buy 10 of the old shirts because that's his logo.
Yeah.
His logo. He made that.
I don't earn any money from it.
Well, no one earns any money from this. So the reason we wanted to do a rebrand is a few things. We have grown a lot. I remember when we hit 1,000 downloads on our podcast, we were like sitting around and all of us were refreshing the Podbean page and it hit 1,000. It was like, yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. Fast forward to 4 days ago when I woke up in the morning, I went, wow, we're on 99,000 something. I'm going to set myself an alarm to check this in a couple of hours because this is the day we're going to hit 100,000 and I don't want to miss it. And when that alarm went off, I checked it and we're on 100,153. So we had, I'm like, well, there you go. Well, that's it now. I guess we're at 100,000.
153 people have ruined it for Steve.
Yeah, come on. Very much. So I guess that number doesn't necessarily mean anything other than we have a lot of people that listen to our show, and we want to obviously thank every single individual who listens to our podcast and goes back and listens to episodes. We spent a bit of time looking at the stats the other day, a couple of us online, and as yesterday we had people listening to episode 1, episode 9, episode 16. It's not like it's only the new stuff that's getting listened to, which is completely awesome. So we just thought, let's actually be a bit more professional. Let's get a professional logo. Let's start with that and rebrand. So over the next period of time, you'll see a few changes around the shops, but it's all just to make us a bit cleaner and a bit more concise. The logo itself, I don't know if you're an astute viewer, you'll notice that there's a slight change to the dice. On the last logo, it was the 5 and the 3. And someone suggested putting the 5 and the 4 together. And the first thing I did was went and got a D6 to make sure that 5 and 4 could actually be together on the dice.
I'm still not convinced it can.
But of course they could, because Def taught me that whatever number is on one face of the dice, the other side will equal to 7. So that blew my mind.
Math.
Yeah. And everyone knows I love math. So, but we changed it to 5 and 4 because there's 9 of us. And there's always been 9 of us, even though
the 9.
Yeah.
that's it. That's the podcast 9. So whatever changes may happen in the future, this is our logo for this time in this period. So
we just treat it like Teo and just kick the dice one more if we go down one.
Go back to 1.
Can we just
And when you send.
can we guarantee the listeners that while everything else is becoming more professional, we are still being amateurs?
100%. We are still
Not-
addicts, not
Set
experts.
the
That's
expectation too high.
That's us.
Yeah.
You added another person. Could we have 2 5s on different sides of the dice?
You have to have 2 dice.
That's why it's
I've
two
got one of
dice.
those dice.
Yes.
These dice are loaded.
Let's also point out that the only person that's actually being professional is Harry, because he's doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still the
100%.
same old jokers. So yeah.
It is, and Harry has done an amazing job with this, and all from just wanting to help out. We didn't ask him to do it; he offered, and then he has just been so generous, like I said, with his time. But it's probably also a good point to note that we've also had James or Draven do some pretty amazing stuff that we've been talking about lately. He's basically become our statistics expert. Again, we didn't ask him to. He just rocked up the other day and said, "Hey guys, here's the Chronicles of the Board Game Barbecue."
Blew our minds.
He also did Trivia 3. He did
Yes.
maybe more than half of that easily. And then
Oh, so we're
tonight,
giving you
I'd
credit.
say- yeah, I know. Shh. But he's also done 95% of tonight's one. Like
Yeah,
he did
right.
all of the
wow.
background work, and then I
Yeah, wow.
changed a few things, put a few things together, and mixed it up a bit, and added a couple of things. But he has
Wow.
done the bulk of this, and he's already talking to me about Trivia 5. So
How is he still sane if he's managed to keep all these statistics from us
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he hasn't, fallen into the ether of madness? I don't know.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
that's the new logo. That's the reason it exists. We all had a bit of input into the final design, but realistically, this is not far removed from that original concept that
That was important.
Harry had, and he had reasons for things to be there, and it's just great. So massive thanks to everyone. That's our rebrand starting from episode 150. So there you go.
Happy 150, everyone.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, Harry.
Thanks,
Thank
Harry.
you very much.
Legend.
thanks,
Absolute
Draven.
legend. And Draven.
And
And everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks to the 100,000
Thanks for
downloads.
listening to us.
That's
like
mental.
holy mother
Yeah.
of wow.
Well,
But not the 115 extra. Don't,
Yeah.
don't-
153.
Just the first
What are you
100,000.
doing? A bit like ridiculously, we're all already over 102,000. Like it just
Yeah.
keeps
It
ticking
just goes
over.
fast.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, are we ready for some trivia?
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Let's go.
Ooh. Okay, everybody. If you've listened to the other trivia nights, we've usually done a bit of a kind of rivalry kind of a thing going on. So I've tried to split some of those rivalries so that they're on separate teams and get some new team captains in this time.
Look at you, Watson.
That's right. On my screen, you're all stripped down a line on each other's teams, so I can see the rivalry sets. So it's kind of cool. But tonight, on Sarah's team, we have Mike, Connor, and Def.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a solid team.
The winning
Solid
team.
team.
Not the best. It's probably
The
the,
winning team.
it's definitely one. It's definitely
Wow.
in the top 2 teams.
Statistically speaking, the other
Yeah.
team should lose tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mitch
Because
is like, yeah.
I'm the only person who hasn't had a single win out of all
Yes.
the trivia.
You're due, man. You're due.
I tried.
Tonight's
I
the
tried.
night.
Other team, we have Dan, Mitch, Jules, and Steve.
Oh, the A team. Sarah, I'll swap you a Mitch for a Connor.
No way.
Well, can I give you your team names? We have Team Beige
Oh.
on the beige corner.
Mike's
Yeah,
in
that's
team,
fair.
although he has been talking about
I'll take that.
Trajan and yeah, fair call.
Sarah's,
Yeah.
Sarah's thing. And then on the other side, we have Team Grey. On
Team
the other corner.
Grey.
Grey and beige.
Dan's got his grey hair.
Hey.
So.
It
I
is
resemble
older
that.
new,
And Mitch
isn't
has
it?
got a
Wow.
grey beard.
I wonder how many
Yeah.
people just tuned out.
That's it.
Grey
Beige.
versus beige.
Beige versus grey.
Beige versus grey.
Is
Yeah,
every
Tale
question
as
about
old as time.
every question's about cubes, right? Is that what we're doing?
pretty much. Cube pushing.
What size cube is in Concordia?
What is the volume of the cube? Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with a little round called the True History of Board Games. This is a bit more of a general knowledge thing linked to a board game related, loosely, let's just say. And you know it wouldn't be a trivia night without me trying to squeeze a bit of Barrage in somewhere. So Barrage is a game about nations competing to create obviously you just yell out beige and grey for your teams. Okay,
Okay.
guys?
Okay.
Righto.
Anyone can shout out, not just
Anyone can
Sarah
shout
or
out for
myself.
this
Can
round.
the
You
code
can
word
just-
for Team Grey be nurse?
That's great.
Nurse.
No.
Grey nurse.
Nurse.
Grey nurse. Grey nurse.
Very
shout.
nice. Yeah.
Okay. So, Barrage is a game about nations competing to create hydroelectric power. Where was the first industrial hydroelectric power plant built?
Got to go for it. Grays.
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm a mad snow skier, so I'm just going to go
I
with
was gonna say
the snowy
snowman.
hydro project.
No.
Ah, damn it.
Wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Good
Another one.
confidence.
That's what I would have thought, Steve.
You guys got a clue on?
We get to jump in. I've got an
yeah, you can
idea.
jump in.
Wasn't Hoover Dam before the snowy hydro in the US?
Miss Hoover.
So you're not answering.
cat's
So I
breath
guess
smells
that's
like
not
That
right.
doesn't have that doesn't have a hydro station there, does it?
I think it does.
Does
They've
it?
got these
How
big
specific to
turbine
it?
things that turn.
It's got
Yeah.
what's his name? Optimus Prime underneath. Hey, I saw that documentary. by
Can we
Michael
pause
Bay.
just 1 second?
Yeah.
Can we pause? Like pause. Like
Yeah.
pause. Hard pause. The teams are Sarah, Mike, Connor, Def, right?
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
two
So,
answers on the
Mitch is trying
Yeah,
to
I
steal.
said, can I jump in and have
No,
another
he
go?
just-
No, on the opposite team you can. Like the other team can
Oh.
jump in. You just can't jump in.
Well, you need to say no. You can't jump in then.
Sorry.
You said yes.
Especially,
go
you got to
ahead.
make that very specific for the Greys because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
forget.
Old, and he does
Yeah.
forget.
Struggle.
Mitch is the worst for forgetting next to me. So
Which one's Adrian again?
yeah.
Apparently, he has a really crackly microphone. If you're listening, sorry.
One of the two, yeah. Apparently.
No one? Okay, well, I'll
Not
let you know.
anymore,
It's you guys don't have a clue, right?
No.
I'll
I
give
don't-
a
I
clue.
don't know, you
Said it was
have you got
passing.
something?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, can we just mention a country, or do we have to mention?
Or you can mention like a state or an area
Well,
or something like.
I was going to say somewhere in New Zealand, but I don't know where in like, let's say Wellington in New Zealand.
It's the
But
Grand
what's the-
Rapids,
Ah.
Michigan, and it was actually in 1880.
Whoa.
Believe it.
Whoa,
It's
1880.
crazy, huh?
Jeez,
That's cool.
just after Dan was
That's
born.
nice.
Remember it well.
You know? Okay.
I know Wellington, Connor, is the place where it's really windy.
Yeah,
it's
you
no
get
wind
wind
power.
power.
They have them.
They should
in,
have wind power. Yeah.
They have them
I thought
down
that was one
south
faggy.
in. Is it Cape Tribulation down South Island in New Zealand? Right down the bottom. They've got a couple down there.
Okay.
In Tigris and Euphrates, players compete to build civilizations through tile placement. In which modern nation would you find the source of these two rivers?
I know what it's not.
Yeah, I know you know.
Oh man, I'm terrible with geography.
I have an idea, Team Grey, but it's just an
Beige.
idea.
Connor?
Connor's
Beige.
based
Connor,
in.
go.
I'm going to say Iran.
No, it wasn't Iran.
Okay, my
Have a
idea
go.
was just near there, and it was Kuwait.
No, it wasn't Kuwait.
Okay, can I have a go at it?
Yeah, go on.
Could it be Niger?
No, it was Turkey.
Oh, that's going to be
Oh.
another guess.
Okay.
I swear it was going to be another
That was your 14.
I knew it was ancient
Yes.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah, I
but
was- I was
didn't
like,
know
where?
which-
Somewhere in
what one
Persia.
country is
You were
the-
only going to guess Turkey, not because you thought of the country, but you just have this belief: if I don't get it within 3, just say Turkey. Like,
Yeah,
I had barbecue
Yeah,
chicken
Dan-
for
Dan
tea.
will
so
appreciate it.
turkey,
It's,
yeah.
it's a 50-50 between chicken and turkey. It could be either.
our go-to answer should be Tonga.
Okay.
Tonga.
Dan will get that.
Alolele.
Liz-
Tonga.
Question 3.
Oh, yes.
Lisboa has players
One's on the flag
reconstructing
on the
the
bottom.
Portuguese capital of Lisbon after it was struck by an earthquake, tsunami, and fire. in which century did this disaster strike? You can get a bonus point for the
year.
specific year.
Oh, blimey.
Def can do this. Def is all over this.
Def beiged up.
Yeah. He knows
You
what's
go
going on.
first.
I was too busy quoting the late show. I didn't
It's
hear
the
the question.
18th century. It's the 17 something.
Which century did Lisboa have the earthquake in that? Was the question, Steve.
Oh, right.
And then the specific year, if you get the year, you get a bonus point.
1776? I don't know.
So you're saying 18th century, 1776.
I think so.
Locking in? All good?
I don't know what, if you guys know, I played it
I
recently.
don't know
but-
the year, no.
Okay, so that's it. You got the 18th century, you're right, but you were not right with 1776.
That was
That's
a
3 questions
bonus
in,
point.
and Brazier in the lead, 1-0.
Can we have a stab at the year?
Go on, then. I'll give you a stab at the year.
I guess 1745.
1755.
Wow.
That's what he said.
As if he guessed 45.
Through the ages, a new story of civilization has 4 historical figures featured on the cover: Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, William Shakespeare, Albert Einstein. Name the island to which Napoleon was exiled in 1814.
Grey.
Go on then, Dev.
It was St. Helens, wasn't it?
No.
Was it Grey?
Yeah.
Was it Elba?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. That is legit trivia. Like that. Like we just bumbled around. That is a legit.
Yeah.
get.
Where are the terraforming Mars cards coming
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know.
It's all right. It's only the first round. It's just to really hurt your brain
I'm
cells.
hanging in for
before
the
you-
history
I've
of
got
zombie
no
kids.
idea.
Before you have too many beers, and then you don't have to worry about it. You can do your terraforming Mars stuff then. All right. Parks is a charming game about hiking through the US national
right.
parks. What is the oldest national park in the USA?
It's not Jellystone.
Beige.
Good big basket.
Sarah, yeah,
Go for it, Sarah.
Oh. Is it Yellowstone?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yes,
guess
Jellystone.
Jellystone.
Yeah, from
That sounds delicious.
In Targi, players are competing nomadic tribes of the, how do you say it? Tuareg people?
Mm.
Tuareg? Isn't it
Tuareg
Tuareg?
people. Thank
Ah.
you.
Do I get a bonus point for that?
I looked that up today because I couldn't pronounce it and I've done it wrong again. So there you go. The Tuareg people. Which desert do the Tuareg habit?
Oh, geez.
What's the market? It's supposed to be in where?
What was the game again?
Targi.
Where is it? Is it? I've never played the game. Is it North Africa or is it Middle East?
I feel like it's like Middle East, but I think that I don't want to
Yeah.
be like stereotypically it's a market, so it's going to be in the like the Mediterranean, it's
Yeah, I was
Morocco
gonna
or
say,
something. You know,
Mm.
Beige.
Go.
The
Go for it, Connor.
Gobi Desert.
that's what I was going to say.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say it. Good.
That was my guess too.
Grey, do we want to have a crack?
Yeah.
That's Sahara's too obvious.
Well,
Maybe it is.
yeah.
All right. Sahara.
Correct.
Yes. 2 from 2, Dan, or 2 from 7, but 2 from
Nice.
2.
Nice work. Nice work.
Two sweetest words in the English
Okay.
language.
Can we get a score
It's-
check while we're ahead so I can, we can enjoy that?
Currently
Stuff to count.
2 for 2.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You just reminded me, Mitch, of that time where you messaged us at the retreat and like, I'm beating Dimmy in Kanban. And it was like turn 1. We're all there going, wow, he's doing it really well. Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
That's
It
because
was,
Mitch went
it was
Since-
it was the first turn and I got
Yeah.
1 point.
Initially, it was going to be the person who was losing gets to pick. But since it's a draw and Mitch
Well,
has never won one,
There you go.
he can
Hey.
pick.
Hey.
So do you want
Hey.
minor or major?
Mm.
I don't
Well,
think
looking-
you're allowed near a minor anymore, are you?
There is that. There is that police injunction. Thing. I don't like digging holes in the ground. So I'm
It's
not like near any metal.
it's the lantern on their helmets.
Yeah, that's right. It puts me off.
Too bright.
Yeah, let's go major because the average age of our team, with not including Jules, but
And the major
we're all
is-
old, and he's trying to replicate a lumberjack. So
We
major.
need Jules. He brings down the average.
Okay. This is 1 True 3 Spirit Island major powers.
Oh,
Oh.
out.
Jules has got it.
No, I don't.
No.
Well, on this team you do.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan's good at. Dan's played
The
Spirit Island.
land
Oh.
thrashes in furious pain, infinite vitality, poisoned jungle.
So which one of those is true and which two are false? Is that what you're saying?
Do we just need to pick the false one?
Was it one true or
It's
one false?
It's 1 True 3,
One
so
true.
1 is true.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, 1 second.
I'll just turn my hearing aid up.
Yeah.
I'll turn my microphone up, actually.
Um,
It's fading.
The land thrashes in furious pain, infinite vitality, poisoned jungle.
I think, okay, this is, I don't know, but this is my logic. A land flashes in furious pain sounds too long, too many words.
Too long for a card.
Yeah. The middle one was infinite
Vitality.
vitality or something. Sounds not,
Sorry.
Doesn't sound angry enough.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yep. And which leaves
The other one.
poisonous
Poisoned
jungle.
forest.
Yeah, jungle.
Sorry, what's
So-
the thing, Adrian?
So yeah, my bad. One of them is not supposed to be there. That's why.
Oh,
we
okay,
can't
so one of
choose.
them's
fake.
One
I
of
think it's
them
the
is
first
fake.
one then.
Oh, I reckon maybe the middle one because the first one sounds like why would Adrian make up that? That's that's what I'm trying to think of. The other ones
I didn't.
He
Draven
didn't.
did.
Draven would have.
Yeah.
far out.
So now you're in trouble.
Changes
He's a
everything.
hard taskmaster.
Yeah.
Because I had Mountain Dew down for my card. For the first, so this is why you're in trouble.
I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah. Go
So
for
the
it,
middle,
Mitch.
I reckon the middle one then sounds the most unlikely because it's pretty plain. What was the middle one? It's like,
Infinite vitality.
yeah.
It sounds like a good thing. Like, oh, I'm getting attacked by the spirit of infinite vitality. Like,
Nah.
But the other thing, infinite in a board game is pretty OP.
Yeah, that sounds wrong to me.
All right. Go for it,
Infinite?
Captain.
Yeah, infinite
happy with that, Dan?
vitality. Yeah, infinite vitality is the false.
Sorry, it's poison jungle. It's the
Oh.
Let's go straight on to the next one. It's unleash a torrent of self's own essence, power storm, cleansing mists.
Oh man.
So it's unleash a torrent of the self's own essence, power storm, cleansing mists.
I reckon, I don't know.
I think it's the middle one.
Well, this
Power
one,
storm.
Yeah.
That's pretty
the three have the
bland.
same similar
it
sort of
does.
format as the last ones, right? The
Yeah.
first one's quite long.
Yeah.
The second one sounds like it's a bit basic and maybe wouldn't be in the game. And the last one's kind of like halfway in between.
Yeah.
And it's also in the same format. It was like poisonous jungle, cleansing mists.
It's a haiku.
Can we have a
Even though that
can we have a
was a-
10-minute timing clock per question?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think, yeah. What do you think?
I think
Let's think one.
cleansing mist, but I've lost every single trivia that I've ever played with this group. So you should go against what I say.
Okay, so
Dan?
we'll go Power Storm is the false card.
Well, Mitch, you'd be very happy to know that cleansing mists is not in Spirit Island.
There you go.
You
So
can't
true to-
get it
true to
any way
form.
you cut it.
Okay. This next one is Blazing Vengeance.
Yep, that one.
The tree of the storm speaks. Sorry, the tree and stone speak of war and tsunami.
That's the first one.
Yeah, I reckon the first one too. Dan.
Yeah.
First one?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is not in
Yes.
thingy, so you got it.
On your
One out of
damn.
three.
Yeah, well done.
That's it.
We got no
Law of
evidence.
averages
Keep
got us
things
home.
moving.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
you've
Well
got
played.
We're in Jacko.
paralyzing fright,
Oh, still going.
Oh.
smothering plague, and then pillar of the living flame.
One of the first two.
Yeah,
Last
the,
one's
the
good.
second one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
I
one
think
was
Steve's
it?
just yeah.
The second one was
Steve's
smothering.
giving
I'm
up
not,
on
you're
this
at
one.
Yeah. Smothering Plague.
Smothering Plague is wrong.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were so confident, Steve. I knew it was right.
Yeah.
All right.
Something plague, not in the game. No.
Team Beige, your 1, 2, 3 is Spirit Island minor powers.
Ah,
Oh
good.
boy.
Try to make it balanced so you both had a Spirity Island.
Yeah, you can tell with Draven putting this question much more balanced than the ones you used to make, Adrian.
That's right. Exactly right.
Oh boy.
Um,
All right.
So we have Rain of Blood, Purifying Sanctity, and Call to Isolation.
They all sound pretty good.
So we're picking the one that's not. Yeah, that's the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the middle one, guys.
I've never played. I've got no idea.
Connor, Mr. Spirit
Uh,
Island.
I was about to say,
Oh.
Connor knows.
Although Dev's
Spirit
played a lot of
Island,
it
Dev?
recently too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been playing it recently. Call to Isolation definitely sounds
yeah,
like the kind
yeah.
I've come
Rain and
across.
Blood, I feel like is one too. What was the second one again? 80.
Purifying Sanctity.
Mm.
That sounds very Spirit Islandy.
Yeah, but part of me, I feel like there was a card for Rain of Blood. I don't know. I'm happy. Hey, who's captain? Sarah, you're captain.
Yeah,
you
I'm
make
the
the call.
captain. All right, I'll go that Sanctity one.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
well
welcome
done.
to the game.
Yay. I need to
Okay.
play this game more so I know what I'm talking about.
The next one is Gift of Flame, Shadows of the Burning Forest, and Insight in God damn.
Inside.
That one's not
Sorry,
in there.
That one.
Is that
That's
part of
Is
it?
that right?
Enticing Splendor.
Enticing Splendor is definitely one. I'm 95.73% sure.
Okay.
very specific.
Sounds like
I
a David
hope-
Torsi
yeah,
rating of a
nothing
board
else is
game.
right.
Right. That's exactly right.
I hope so much that that's not it now that Connor's just said that.
Okay, so Splendor
don't be
one
like
stays
that.
in. What were the other two? Sorry, one more time.
The other two are Gift of Flame and Shadows of the Burning Forest.
I feel like the second one's pretty Spirit Islandy. Gift of Flames is
Shadows
kind of
the
like,
Burning
Hmm.
Forest.
hey, it could be from any game. But hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wrong plenty of times before.
All right, let's get rid of any idea, Def?
No, right.
All right.
uh,
Get rid
happy
of
to
Gift
go
of
with that.
Flame then.
You guys are on fire.
Yes.
Yes.
Sucked in,
Other
Mitch. Come at me, brother.
Can I just take time to say that was really good, Connor, and you really provided some great input there, Def. And Sarah, you, as a captain, that was a great call. Oh, is Mike on your team?
Mike hasn't played Spirit Island,
input
okay?
from
I've
Mike
not
at
played
all?
one game mentioned yet.
No, it was good to
I
see
got
you,
no
captain.
idea.
just
He's
go to you for,
providing his
for the
positive
confidence vote.
energy.
You
show
don't
it
know
to
what
Def.
he's. Hey, he's sending me some really nice text messages. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just put it that way.
So you wouldn't know anything about this, but Mike's sending out positive
Yeah,
vibes.
no
Okay?
Oh, right, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Right now I'm like Mitch trying to use a VCR. I just got no idea.
Oh, they got Betamax.
Okay. Sorry. I just have vision of Mitch investing all his money into Betamax and then flopping horrendously and be like, oh, I should have got VHS. But anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Devouring ants, devouring earth, and voracious growth.
Voracious Growth is in there. I remember
It must
it.
be Devouring Answers in there. So it
Devouring
must
what?
be
Answers in there.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's the other one.
So
Or
you're
maybe
saying
maybe it's March of Ants. Bugger. I actually
Oh,
can't.
hang on.
the second one was Devouring Earth, wasn't it?
Mm. That does sound Spirit Islandy.
It does.
There's definitely there's something to do with ants, but I can't remember if it's just March of Ants or Devouring Ants.
Don't know, mate. I know the last one is definitely in there. Devouring Earth
Devouring
kinda
earth.
like sounds familiar. The ants thing, I haven't come across it. So
Well, that's okay. I'm happy then.
But-
Let's.
Drop the ants?
No, I think there's. Yeah, it could be March of Ants. It could be Devouring Ants.
if you remember it, then I reckon we go with the other one.
I
mate.
just know that there's an ant card. That's all I can. I feel.
So
bad.
we'll get rid of Devouring Earth then.
Yes.
Yeah, drop Devouring Earth then.
Man, You guys played far too much Spirit Island.
Yes.
Way too much.
Yeah.
All right, the last one.
Hannah says that too, by the way. So
Yeah,
thanks.
true.
For that.
The last one is Land of Haunts and Embers, Gift of the Living Energy, and Earth's Resilience.
Oh,
First
man.
one, I reckon the first one, because some of them are super wordy.
Yeah.
But that could be a major power. He could be trying to trick us. So that could be a major.
the funny
power.
thing is, I think I've seen all three of these, or maybe it's just sounds similar.
And if it is Draven, I guarantee he's got a card and just changed it like a little bit.
Slightly,
So it
yeah.
doesn't
That's what
It's
I'm
like
assuming as well.
Draven's Jigsaw, and I'm one of the henchmen,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Like he's like
yes.
he's like a
we-
mythical character.
Can you run through them again, please, 80?
Yeah, sorry. It's Land of Haunts and Embers, Gift of the Living Energy, Earth's Resilience.
I feel like the last ones. What do you think, Dev?
I kind of think Earth's Resilience. I've seen this card,
Okay.
but
I feel like
But-
it might be the middle one. Like the
Gift
first
of
one
Living
rings a bell
Energy
to me.
sounds.
Yeah. The first one I feel like is a player card.
All right,
You
we'll
have an
go,
answer?
we'll go with the middle one. Drop the middle
Cool.
one.
Which one? Sorry,
The middle one.
The second.
I've read them in two different orders.
That's the Gift of the
because
Living Energy,
Oh.
wasn't it?
Gift of living energy. Yeah.
You're dropping Gift
Yeah.
of Living Energy.
Yeah, we're dropping
Ah,
that one.
That's the first one you got wrong.
Damn.
It was
Ah,
Earth's
thank
Resilience
God.
was the one.
Oh, it's resilience. Okay.
They were on a roll. That's
Yeah.
scary. Okay. Do you want me to do a score update?
They're ahead
Sure.
by one.
It's not too bad yet. That's right.
Oh, Jules. Just on it,
Beige
like,
is on
well,
fire.
He
Jules
got
is
two, they
a
got
little
three.
bit competitive.
He's not
That's it.
competitive or anything.
It's not advanced math.
No, 2 and 3.
Jules knows the scores. Mitch forgot he's doing a quiz. Like he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's just-
I just saw them get all those answers. And I'm like, that's it. We're done. I've lost already. So again, I'm
well,
like three
Mitch, this
behind
might
now.
be your round, my friend, because
Western.
you're behind again. Your team can pick first. This game is called Too Many Mechanics. Okay. What
Picking
happens
first is the advantage that we think it is because you kind of
you
get
second
got
if
no
it's
idea what it
You
is.
don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You now have to list to me how many mechanics are listed on BGG next to the game I'm going to give you.
Whoa.
Wow.
As soon as you get one
Damn.
wrong, you're out. That's
Okay.
it. Okay. So your game choices are Too Many Bones,
Mm-hmm.
Barrage,
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic Encounter, and Terraforming Mars. Now you can decide as a team what you want to take.
I think we either go Terraforming Mars. Not
I'm
Cosmic
most comfortable
Encounter.
with Cosmic Encounter.
Yeah.
I've never. This is the thing. It's going to be a divide and conquer thing, right? Because I
Exactly.
don't know anything about Cosmic Encounter.
No,
Too Many Bones. It's like
I've only played it once.
Barrage. The other ones I've got an okay idea of, but obviously Terraforming Mars I know the most of. But I mean, who's to say
Terraforming.
that they're all going to be like this? Is a
Mm.
this is
we've
a
all
needle in
played
a haystack.
Terraforming Mars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, only on the app.
Yeah. I would probably lean towards Terraforming Mars.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
terms of
all right.
It
the
feels
spread
like
of us.
low-hanging fruit, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy.
No.
Okay.
We'll go Terraforming Mars. Thank you.
Yeah,
Chris.
So,
Let's do that.
are you saying that we just mention a mechanic, and if that's mentioned, we get a
keep going.
point, and then
Going.
it's only when we don't get one. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, let's start with
Oh.
obviously engine building, right?
Yeah. So we'll say engine building, number one.
Or I'd start safer. And say hand
It's
management.
like known as the best engine building game ever. It's got
Yeah,
to be on there.
It's only known because of you saying
Yeah.
that.
No, it's number 3
All
on
right.
Board Game Geek, and it's the
Okay.
top engine building
Yes.
game.
Go for it.
Yeah.
There's no engine building
Nice
game
one,
before it.
another.
There
Let's
has a
just
point,
give
but I don't
Adrian
know
a
that
chance
because-
to say,
because
no,
you-
that's wrong and you're out. Go.
Yeah.
Engine building is not on their list.
I knew it.
What?
I
Is
knew
it not a mechanic? Like, are you?
I will
building
read
an
out
engine?
their mechanisms for you so you know them all.
Hand management's in there, yeah?
Hand
Tableau
management's
building.
number 2.
Tableau
You've
building.
got no,
Yeah.
you don't. It's got
Oh.
drafting,
Dice rolling, was that in there?
in
Drafting.
game
Drafting's
bonuses,
optional. Yeah.
hexagon grid, income, set collection, solo solitaire game, take that tile placement, turn order progression, variable player powers. That is the list. That's
So
on
we're using
BGG.
made up mechanisms, right? Okay, all right.
How's hex grid
That's-
a mechanism?
Yeah,
It's
it's
not even the
mechanism.
same game. Like no tableau
you-
building.
You might would have got a couple
No,
and then
like-
got onto something else, but
like
this
dra-
is-
drafting is an
Hey,
option.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
not
whoa.
actually
Yell at
like,
Draven. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
yeah.
off today.
But
Today
this
it's
is
No.
where going first is a disadvantage because now the other team know that the answers are completely ridiculous.
That, I knew that
100%.
already.
Yeah, it's made up and the
So-
points don't matter. Yeah.
Sometimes the lists are like too
Yeah.
long when they should be 5, and sometimes they're 8 when they should
Yeah.
be 3.
Don't even get mad at Draven. Get mad at BGG.
BGG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
BGG.
agree. It
Like
was
you should
insane.
see the mechanics listed for
Some-
Bonk. It's crazy. It's not that many.
Legacy game. Yeah,
Jeff Engelstein's
variable
gonna get
player
an email from
powers.
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go.
so Team Beige.
Okay, what were the game choices again? We got Barrage.
I think Steve's stumped. He's like, I'm looking this up.
He
I-
doesn't
I
believe.
literally
He
am
doesn't
because
believe.
it's like,
Yeah.
how can they not list not just engine building, but tableau building? You finish
Resource
this
management.
game
It
with like
was a
It's definitely
tableau
tableau
builder.
30
building.
cards in front of you. Yeah.
I didn't
Anyway,
lie.
carry
though,
on.
Like,
Carry on. Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm talking.
What are the choices? What are the choices?
choices are Too Many Bones,
Yeah.
Barrage,
Yeah.
and Cosmic Encounter.
We should do too many bones just so it hurts Mitch's feelings more.
No, because
Yeah.
he'll
Points
just
with his
he'll
game.
just bask in the amount of
Do
mechanisms and too many bones.
No, because
it is the greatest game ever.
I think
if we had
Def
chosen that, we
would
would have
that
said dice rolling, got it wrong, and they would have
Dice
said no.
I'm sure it's gonna have dice chuckling in there.
That's-
Yeah.
there we
nice
go.
chuckling. All right, let's go with Too Many Bones.
Let's do it.
I'd go variable player powers.
Yeah.
Like it's got to have that.
I don't know if it's gonna be there
Think
as a
about how they
mechanic. though.
word it.
All right, let's go dice rolling just to make it obvious.
Okay. All right, let's go dice rolling first.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that a point? Just so I know.
Of course.
You have to get, you have to get.
All right. And then secondly, cooperative, right?
Hmm.
Cooperative.
It's on there.
Okay. Now, what do we want to do? Variable player powers?
What
Yeah,
about
'cause
the
it's-
RPG elements like
Yeah. So is character building?
Adventure?
Is that a mechanic?
Hmm.
Character
Neoprene's a mechanic.
It's got
Apparently,
hex-
hexagons are a
hex.
mechanic.
Yeah.
It's got hexes in it.
building?
Does it have hexes in it, Mike?
It doesn't.
combat?
No, it doesn't have.
The
Combat.
player mat,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Do you know what a hex is, bro?
Maybe it doesn't have hexes in it. Okay.
Does it have those?
Just
does it
combat though, Death? Or would it be
have those
what a
your
hexagonal
hex is,
shaped
bro.
poker chips? Does it?
I don't know.
So we got dice rolling, we got cooperative.
It's a solo game as well. You can play. So
Mhm.
it's got solo cards in there. So I'll say solo.
Solo.
Okay, solo.
It's got solo cards in there. If they said solo for Terraforming
Solo
Mars,
slash solitaire.
Solo/solitaire's there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Is there like a character progression one or
yeah,
something?
or
Jacko does?
RPG or something like that? What? How can we word it? Because we need to word it properly.
Character progression.
Character progression.
Yeah, I think
or
character.
battle.
Let's
Even
go
like
with character progression.
Yeah, something with battle as well.
Oh, sorry, say again.
Character progression.
No, that's not it.
Ugh.
Okay. So we got
You
3.
had you got cooperative game, dice rolling, and solo solitaire.
Yep.
The other ones were deck bag pool building,
Mm. Okay.
die icon resolution, hand management, resource to move, role playing, which you almost got, stat check resolution, turn order, roll order, and variable player. I don't even get
Comes-
the
Should have
turn
comes
said,
up
why
with
didn't
this?
we
Yeah.
say variable player
I know.
powers? We said that so many times and we
Like-
didn't. Yeah, that's
And
the
role
team
playing,
captain
you said a
problem.
bunch. You were like role playing. I was like, ooh, maybe they'll say.
I'm
It's my
taking
fault, it's my fault.
while I understand where you came on top in that round, I'm definitely taking umbrage with some of these
Oh,
mechanics.
do you want to hear something? Because obviously you guys know how I work. I couldn't just sit there and go, okay. So the problem isn't that Terraforming Mars isn't under the engine building
No,
mechanic.
we
Oh.
can't.
The problem is that there is no engine
Yeah.
building listed as a
Yes.
mechanic
that
on
is
Board
tableau
Game Geek.
building.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty
Tableau
much
building.
every
Doesn't
game,
exist.
It's
isn't it?
not a
I mean,
mechanic, it's a
That's the
category
kind
of
of-
games.
we want to
I think.
debate this.
It's also not
We
under
wanna
the
debate
category.
this.
It's like that's the thing. It's like I'm just saying, like that's why it wasn't there because it's not doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I think
How
it's
bizarre
pretty
is that?
much. Well, because
That kind
every
of
game
fine
is
could
kind
like
of an
make you
engine
get a
building
job in
game.
government or something. that's a big find.
But like,
Mm.
yeah. Anyway,
It's like a conspiracy theory.
it's also, and then the categories, they've got tableau building, but not engine building. And then tableau building isn't a mechanic. That's so bizarre. Anyway,
It's
Well, I
a
think the
shame.
only-
It's a
the only
shame
thing
that
we do
Mitch and
from here is
Steve
just-
live in different states because they
While
could
you're
wipe each
on-
other's tears.
While you're on BGG, just type in barrage. Adrian, I think we'll
I'm
go
closing it.
barrage.
I'm closing
All
it.
right,
It's
come
gone,
on.
it's gone.
Next. Let's move on.
Okay, guys. Team Grey, you have left Cosmic Encounter and Barrage.
I think barrage.
Yeah,
What's-
Cosmic Encounter's a little bit more left field, isn't it? Like, what are they going to be? Like, this is the thing, Jules. It's not about knowing what the game does or does.
It's
Yeah,
knowing what's
It's
in
about
BGG.
trying to figure out what the crazy ass words they use to describe things that actually make
Mitch
sense in the
sounds
real world.
triggered.
Trigger.
He's already mad. He has to
Alright.
go first, and he's
Yeah.
already mad at BGG.
First
so-
is balls.
Right. The water droplets.
All
Since,
right.
since when was solo a game mechanism?
You invented
Yeah.
it basically, mate. This is your
Yeah.
mechanism.
It's
Since
a
you
genre. It's not a mechanism.
Okay, so are we
Yeah.
starting with worker placement or the?
Oh, it's got to be
Run-
worker placement.
Well,
Please tell me
surely.
what is worker placement or the rondelle.
Worker
Yeah.
placement.
Yeah, let's go
We're
worker
starting with
placement
that.
first.
All right, worker placement.
We'll start
You
with
got
worker
it.
placement.
Right,
Worker
what about
placement
next
is
one?
definitely there.
What about
Next one
economics?
is resource management.
Yeah, resource management.
It's probably not on there.
Yes.
It's probably called
It is
resource
in
collection.
BGG,
And we
I'm
get it
sure
wrong.
of it.
Are you taking that,
It
Captain?
has to be.
Oh, yeah, we'll lock in resource management. No, it's not.
Not resource
BGG.
management.
This is the biggest like crap ever.
Hand management's in, but resources not. What the heck?
I'm
Okay,
not
can I
laughing.
tell you?
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
laughing
yeah,
because
tell us.
it
Oh,
makes
Here
no
we go.
sense.
Here we go. Here we go. Action
It'll be
drafting,
economic.
contracts, end of game bonuses, income,
That's not a
network and
mechanic.
route building, solo solitaire gaming, turn order stat based, variable player powers, variable setup, worker placement. That is
Okay.
what's
So
listed.
what the mistake we did is that we didn't just say the ones that are going to be in every game. Like if it has it got a solo
Yeah,
made?
yeah.
Yes. Does it have a board? Okay,
Right.
board is a mechanic.
End of game scoring.
not.
Oh, okay.
The trick is not how well do you know Barrage, it's how well do you know BGG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
Yeah.
failing hard.
Now is the time we build our own forum and restructure everything.
Oh, hang on.
The forum is reborn.
That didn't happen. It's behind a
Luck with
paywall.
that.
We need it by
Yes.
episode 151.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means we've
Team-
got Cosmic Encounter.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got to say variable player powers because
Yeah.
it's like the
Negotiation. I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
Hang on,
Yep.
just one at a time. So which
Haven't
one,
played
Sarah?
Variable player powers.
Yep.
Negotiation.
Yep.
Take
Hand
that.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Hand management.
Hand management.
Yep. Every time I
Christ,
not see
Sarah's zoned in. Just check out Sarah's eyes. Like,
She looks like the
Mechanics.
Terminator.
Yeah.
It's freaking me out.
What else is there? Ooh.
hey, look,
wasn't-
with the rate it's going,
Can
it's
I
probably
just
got
say
solo
some,
in
'cause I
there.
feel
What about,
I
like-
could get some.
there's like you can team up and win together. I don't know how would you say that as a mechanic?
We said take that. Yeah.
Apparently, in
No, you can
BGG,
team
the way
up, like-
BGG do it, it's called Camembert and
Yeah.
And honeysuckle.
I don't want to give you guys hints, but does the game have hexes? Because apparently that's a mechanic.
No, it
Doesn't have
hexes in it.
X's.
maybe there's one called No
Has
Board.
circles.
No board.
A
Well,
Well,
circle's
we've
a
got more
mechanic.
than them, so we're fine, I reckon.
Yeah. But
Can I
we may as
fire
well take
off
a
some
stab at
just
another
in
one.
case we get points?
You can help.
Yeah.
You can help us, Jules, if
Jules,
you
we're
want.
about 13 points behind
I
now.
know.
We're not going to win from here, so just go for it, mate. Jump ship if you want. Just
Hang on. Oh, okay.
I was
We're
going
all
to say
moving
is
across
bluffing
Sarah's
one.
team.
Bluffing.
Yeah.
Oh, bluffing would be one for sure. Bluffing.
Oh, he's lost it for you.
That's what Jules is. That, he's not
Jules
an
lost it
No,
for you.
hey, we didn't say bluffing.
Tell us what they are.
Sabotage.
The mistake
Okay,
you made, Jules, is
Sarah.
you applied common sense. All right.
that's
You've-
okay.
yeah,
you've-
that's where
you've
we made a
learned-
mistake. Choose the most obvious one.
You, Sarah, were really close in the one that you were looking for.
Yeah,
it was
the team.
alliances.
Alliances.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
I should have said that.
Card
Oh.
play conflict resolution, interrupts, prisoner's dilemma, which I don't even
What?
understand as a mechanic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Race.
Sorry, this
Sarah
is
agrees.
rubbish.
Simulation,
Well.
action selection,
What about-
trading.
What about box? Like it comes in a box. Is that a mechanic?
Plastic is my mechanic.
Shrink wrap.
Plastic.
It's prisoner's dilemma
Can I just
because
ask-
you can ally with someone and then betray them, but then later you might be in a situation where you want to ally with them again, and then you know.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with you. That I believe that's 100% a thing. But that is not a mechanic. Like it's just
is
a
a
thing.
mechanic.
Well, but
That's the whole
I don't know.
mechanic of HMS Dolores.
Can I just
You all
ask
didn't
someone-
want us to do our own forum, so now you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
our
you
fault.
Don't
now, Zip.
complain.
Okay.
This is
right,
this
okay.
is going to
Our
be the
fault.
section that breaks up the board game barbecue.
Yeah.
No, because we
I
have a
know.
universal hate of BGG now. It's going
Yeah,
to make
that's
us
right.
stronger.
Yeah,
It's all Draven's fault.
Okay, let's move on.
I know that we're
Okay.
addicts, not experts, but can someone explain to me what simulation action selection is? Is that like when someone does an action, I pretend to do the same action? Like,
Yeah, I
what
tell you
is
what,
that?
Mitch, I'm running. That's
Simulation. I'm going to run.
I'm gonna-
I'll
no,
simulate
no.
you're running.
I'm going to choose not to do that because it's a selection. So
a choice.
What is
Choices. There's
I don't even know
choices
what
in
that
there.
is.
Okay.
choose.
So where's the score at now, Jules?
Oh, here's
Yeah,
score.
the important stuff.
Who cares?
Let's
You
just
don't
sum it
wanna
up
know
with
about
heaps,
that.
heaps to
Doesn't
not many. Let's go
Come
with
on,
that.
just leave it. Yeah. It's
How was that
All right,
well?
let's move on.
for
Moving on.
five.
Yeah.
5. Luckily,
Okay.
luckily, the next question's worth 10 points, and it's only for us.
That can happen. There's a
Uh,
big round coming up. Okay, so give me 1 second. So the next round is called Hottest 100. Okay. So what I need
Gautier,
is
somebody that used to know. Yes, I got
yeah,
it.
Mumford and Sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy me a pony.
Yes. What a
Indeed.
bait.
okay.
People overseas are like,
Yeah, I know. I
what
was
are
just
they
thinking
talking
that
about?
international
Yeah.
listeners are like, what are they on?
Okay. What I need is Gray, you can go first, and then
Hooray!
Followed
If you ask us
Yeah,
how many,
always get to go first. Why
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
such an
First
advantage.
to help.
It's
Oh,
such
okay. Okay. Beige goes first. Fine. That's fine.
No,
Beige
that's
can
not
go
fair.
No,
We're
no,
winning.
it's fine.
if you ask us how many games in the BGG top 100 and then tell us we're wrong, when we say 100, I'm walking out.
I imagine if it's the same thing where you just got to keep listing games in the top 100 until we get one wrong, then going
Yeah,
first is a
in
huge
order.
advantage.
Okay.
Just let Greg go first. They're getting grumpy.
They are fiery over there. Okay. Which games have 2 editions in the top 100?
Oh.
Seven Wonders.
Okay.
Oh,
So
was it us?
no.
Who do we
Who's
decide
Gray?
on?
Which
Gray
team
did
is
it.
I
it?
was saying us.
That's great.
Okay,
It's great.
Sarah called
Okay.
it and said
Confusing.
Gray.
Yeah.
So
I can think of 2, I reckon, off the top of my head.
I've got 2 already. Yeah.
Are you
Okay,
thinking?
okay. So hang on. You're going to just you
We're
can't
just talking.
spitball too much because you don't want to let them know a bunch of your
Well,
ideas.
I've got a
Because-
question for my team.
So is
Yeah.
this the same question? We're just going backwards and forwards
Yep.
between the
Oh,
two of us,
yeah,
are we?
That's right.
Okay.
You get one
Oh,
shot.
okay.
each.
All right.
Okay,
Cool.
so-
That changes
Cool.
things.
Question for
Cool.
my team would be, well, for the quiz master, and I don't know if you know the answer, but does it have to be like, Bill's Famous Adventure, and then Bill's Famous Adventure Second Edition, or is it
That can
Bill's
be
Famous
fine.
Adventure?
That can be
and then,
fine.
Yeah, but
No, that's a second edition, but there's games there that are like, this is the game, and then their second edition is called.
Which games have
Revamped or
2
something, right?
editions in the
Okay.
top 100?
okay, but
Okay.
so
This
an
is a good
example that
example
won't
that
count.
no one can use. There's Brass and Brass Lancashire, which are actually a re-implementation of the original, but they're very different names. It
Yeah, so
literally
is that
is a second edition.
Or is it?
So would that
Hang on.
count? But what? Even one that won't be the top 100: Ghost Stories and
Bastion.
Last Bastion,
Bastion,
right? It's the same game as a reskin. Does that count? Is that what you've got on your list, or is it
It's
literally
neither-
this
Mm.
game and this is a revised edition of that game?
It's editions of the same game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
All right. Well,
Or-
Okay.
So
Mitch.
Brass, yes, and
Look,
Ghost
I'll-
Stories, no.
I think the one
guessing.
Steve said before was the first one that came to mind for me. I
Ah.
think that's probably pretty safe. I've got another one for the next round that we can discuss.
Oh, I
but
thought one
I
as
didn't
well,
hear
but-
what Steve said.
Yeah, look, I can give you an example of one and take it out of the list, right?
Sure, yeah.
No, don't.
Oh, no, that's true. Might be the one we
Not,
can
not
make.
out of the
Might be the
100.
one we
Yeah.
can
You might take
Wow.
out the only one we know.
Yeah.
Don't do
Does it
that.
have to
No,
have the
alright.
same name in both? That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So the one that I was talking about was that Mitch heard. Are we happy to go with that? I'm
I didn't
fairly
hear it, so I don't
confident.
know.
I didn't hear it either, but
I was going to go
Um,
with a safe one.
if the two of you,
I think it's. Do you agree, Mitch, that it's a pretty safe one? Yeah. Okay. So
all
it's
right,
a.
so whatever Steve says, this is our answer.
Well, hang on. He can say it, and then if you really don't think it's right, we can.
Yeah. You go. Well, hang
I
on.
have
Hang on.
no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Stop me. But I think it's a
'Cause I
great.
know what you're about to say.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's
I'm
Agricola
pretty
for two
confident.
reasons. Not only because I think that they're both in there, but also I think it was a question on the previous trivia night where both of them were in the top 100 as well when we were trying to put Uwe Rosenberg games in order.
I just, yeah.
And
I
there's
have a
two
way
Agricolas.
safer answer.
Okay, it will go for it. Yeah, that would like
That
if
was
you don't
Great
mind.
Western Trail. It literally has the second edition now.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
they're
not
not,
out
they're not
yet.
down as
It's
two
not
different entries. They're not. It's down as a one entry.
I don't think the
Oh, it
second
has to
one's
be
in the
two
top
separate
100.
entries, does
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
Agricola is in the
Which
top 100 twice,
games
is it?
Have two
Yes.
editions in the
Gotcha.
top
I
I think it was a mistake for them to go first.
100.
I thought it was
Grace,
which
take their
games
time.
have two editions
Have a-
and is in the top 100.
Pick
Okay.
something. Pick something.
Yeah, I'm happy with Steve's
Okay.
answer.
Yeah. Then go with
All
yours,
right.
Steve.
Agricola.
I misunderstood the question.
Oh, you got it, Steve. Agricola is fine.
Cool.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. So I think I know one. Through the Ages.
You're the
I'm
skipper.
asking Def this first. Through the Ages.
Yes.
Yeah. Through the Ages and Through the Ages new story of civilization.
Yep, that's in there.
That was
Okay.
my
Yeah,
next one.
skip.
Thank you, Sarah. That was fantastic. We should get first, second, and third, and fourth.
Can I ask another qualifying question? Sorry. Let's just pretend there's a game called Let's Show Jump, right? And then it's such a good game, but it doesn't play very well at two players. So they release a game called Let's Show Jump Duel. Would that count?
Of course.
Okay. Well, let's
Okay.
go with Seven Wonders then.
Yes.
Okay, are you doing that?
Ask
Yeah,
Dan.
so we're going that one. Yeah,
All
Seven
right.
Wonders.
That's in there. Seven Wonders
Yeah,
Duel,
cool.
both in the list.
Okay. Now I'm understanding the
That was
question.
my one.
I've got
No.
another one then.
Okay. So
If
we've
that's the
got one.
case, why don't we go fight fire with fire and say Cosmic Encounter and Cosmic Encounter Duel?
Are they
Well,
both?
but
I
it's
don't
on
know if
both
Jules
100?
Yeah, that was
No,
going
I
to be
think-
my only.
I think we should go with brass and like the two brasses because
Brass is both games are in the top 100.
yeah, we're going with brass.
Brass Birmingham and Brass Lancashire are both.
So our next one
100.
should be Gloomhaven.
Oh,
Yep.
shit, yeah.
Yep.
Both in the top 10. Sorry. Apologies to the juniors listening to the podcast.
If that counts.
Gloomhaven
Absolutely it
and
does.
Gloomhaven Jaws
Okay.
of the Lion are both in the list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well done, Mitch.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've got another one.
Cool.
I'm wondering about. Oh, is that yeah? I'm wondering about.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know though. Zombicide.
Would they both be in the top 100? That's the only thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, you're the expert.
I honestly don't. If we,
Which
if we
one?
get
So
stuck within
Zombicide, and then which other Zombicide would be in there?
either second edition or the fantasy one.
What about Zombicide and what's the one there where they go? Yeah, the fancy one where they go back
Yeah.
in time.
Yeah.
What's that one?
Like
Plague?
Black Plague.
I've got.
Either that or use it as a backup.
Def,
if
what are you
we
thinking?
Can't think of anything else.
I have no
I have
idea.
no idea
where-
Zombicide, but
Same.
I have thought of another one that
Yeah.
might have two of them.
Jules is dying to say
I
something.
need my answer.
Azul.
Yes,
Oh,
pretty sure.
yeah, I think you're
Azul
right.
and
Yeah, well, whatever. Do we have to
do we
call
have to
which
say
one?
which one it
Yeah.
is?
I suppose
Because
if you can do Gloomhaven
Summer
and Jaws of the
Pavilion, I
Lion, then
reckon.
you can do two different Azuls.
Oh yeah, they're different games. So you've got Azul and Azul.
I reckon Summer Pavilion.
Staying
Summer Pavilion or
Pavilion,
something.
yep.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that one more popular?
Yeah,
Were you good with that?
Yep.
Mm.
Let's go with that.
Summer Pavilion, would you say?
Yep.
I'll let you know that Azul is not in the top 100.
Oh.
along with Summer Pavilion.
Oh, it's gone.
Flip
Right.
the
They're
table.
together.
Mm.
They're both
All
not
right.
there.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go. Ask again.
The
You
one
guys
I was
can
gonna
keep
s-
going until you get one wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
The one I was going to say is Pandemic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. as
Pandemic
well.
Legacy. and
Damn, that was a
Vanilla.
good one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not-
Yep, I missed that.
That was yes, Adrian.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, how can it not be?
Pandemic's outside the top 100.
It's gone now.
What about
Yeah. It's
Legacy
out.
Season 1, Legacy Season 2?
Yeah.
That is, but Jules said vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to name the correct one. So I thought we just named
Yeah.
properties.
Yeah, they chose Summer Pavilion. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
we
Yeah.
had to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
They
thought we
chose
could just
some
say
of
the
them.
name of
'Cause they could
Either
just
way,
say two
as if we
results.
wouldn't have said Vanilla Pandemic, surely. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has thought it was out of the top 100.
Okay.
Is it not
Okay.
in the top 100?
Dang.
Wow.
Was
What are the
Zombicide in
other
there?
options?
That was a good one. I liked
No
that one.
Zombicide. So I'll let you
Oh,
know the list here
cool.
that I
Cool.
have.
Okay, cool.
Eclipse and Eclipse Second Dawn.
Eclipse.
Oh,
Eclipse. Why didn't I know
Yeah,
that?
Twilight-
TI
Twilight
4 and 3, yeah.
Yeah.
T3
Dominant
and 4.
species.
No, Clank, a deck building adventure. Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated.
Ah.
Race for the Galaxy, Roll for the Galaxy,
Hmm.
Ah.
and then Terra Mystica Gaia Project.
Oh, I was gonna say those,
Ah.
but I didn't know if
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
count.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
cool. That was a good round.
Yeah, that was good. I like that one.
Yeah, that
What
was fun.
about Gun Sean Clever and Doppel Sean Clever? Good. Are they in there?
They're not on the list.
Probably top 100 rolling rights.
Okay. As everyone gets all sentimental about these things, who wants to go first before I get yelled at? It's like you get yelled at.
We'll go first this time and give them max thinking time.
Okay.
It's not, we
Which
don't want to make
of
thinking time. We just want to copy your answers like you've done to us the last
Yeah.
4 rounds.
Rubbish.
Yeah, sure.
You,
Okay.
mate,
Which
you guys went
of-
third and still got nothing.
Which of
Who was that?
these
Oh, Mike, you talked
designers
finally?
have three? Which of these designers have 3 or more games in the top 100?
Okay, we got this.
Do we?
Maybe we do.
I know one design already.
All right.
Where are they?
We have to say the designers. You're not even
Say
going to give us
designer.
like
I
a
said
Oh,
a
other-
short
Said
list.
which of these?
No.
Yeah,
think
these
you
are
should.
which
Yeah,
of the
yeah, I'm
three.
sure you said which of
You
these.
said
Yeah.
which?
Which designers have 3 or
no.
more games in the top?
All right, so
All right.
we've got.
Oh, well, let's. Should we say Ube? Ube?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
Well, hang on. Are we going one at a time? We
Tal.
jump in between?
Oh, yeah. We're
Yeah.
doing jump in between.
Yeah.
One at a
Oh, we'll
time.
jump in between.
Steve
Let's
wrote
do
those all
Ube.
down. Steve wrote those all down. He's like, oh, yeah, keep going.
I've got
Well,
one.
all right. Who should we start with? Should we start with Uwe?
Yeah, I reckon
Yeah.
it's a pretty safe bet.
All right. Rosenberg
He's in.
is in.
He
I
is
don't wanna-
our number 1 boy with 7 games.
Yeah.
in the
Wow.
top
We
said it
100. The
That's
Feast
crazy.
for
Mental.
Odin, Caverna, the 2 Agricolas, La Havre, Fields of Arle, and Patchwork are all.
People like the farming.
Patchwork's in there
They want
now.
to do the
Mm.
farming.
Patchwork.
There's
you, eh?
Patchwork in the top 100 and Pandemic
Yeah, man.
isn't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now,
Just a slicker
just
design.
a little bit of gamesmanship here. Should we take an answer from them that they would know and like?
Well, I don't want to start
You
throwing
hate
around.
drafting.
I don't want to
Yeah.
start throwing around 6 suggestions. Pick one, and then they've got 5
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
choose from.
Steve's
Mm.
upset because we said Uwe.
Oh no, as if you wouldn't say Uwe. Like
Yeah.
that's a given. Yeah, he's got 3 in the top 10 almost.
Well,
I like this. I like this
It's-
meta thing you got
I'm
going.
thinking, is Vital up there?
Well,
On Mars
he'd
is
have
gonna
on
be there.
Mars.
With-
Venus
he'd
is going
have-
to be there.
Yep. And it's just a
Lisboa.
question if Lisboa is up there or
I don't think it's top
Actually,
100.
no. Galaris was his highest when we did this the other time. Remember?
Oh yeah.
So
might
Galaris
have
is
been.
high. Yeah. So
On
let's just
Mars
take
is
that.
high.
Okay.
yeah.
We'll say Vital.
Vital is in there with 3 games.
Oh,
Scraped in.
The Gallerist, On Mars, and Lisboa. All in the
Yep.
top
Oh
Okay.
wow, it
Cool,
is top
cool.
100. Okay.
EGG.
Oh, that was too close.
But now Dev's
Um,
kicking
That again.
himself.
Back to beige.
Yeah, so I think a fairly safe one would be Simone Luciani. I'm pretty sure that would be safe. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah,
You want to go with that? I have another idea, but I reckon.
I think,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
what's
Michael-
what?
No, because I
Michael's
don't want to
a
say it,
say
and then they.
If we
and-
agree that
and-
Luciani would be,
and the
then
people
let's
that
go for
side
it.
still.
But
Let's go.
do we
Simone.
agree? Because I mean, Barrage is up there, right?
Barrage, Grand Austria
Zolkin would
Hotel?
still, yeah, that'd still
Prison-
be up there.
Isn't Trismegistus Luciani? Luciani?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be in the top 100, would it? Trismegistus.
doesn't
I
deserve to be.
But
Two.
Lorraine's though.
Shots
All right,
fired.
Adrian,
That's
we're
just an
going,
old-fashioned drive-by.
Just
going
engine
with
builder.
it. We're going
Engine
with it.
builder. Engine builder. Okay. We good?
Simone,
Yeah.
Simone Luciani.
Simone.
He has 5 games in the top
Wow.
100.
Easy,
GG.
easy.
Which ones?
Solgen, Barrage,
Solgen.
Voyages of Marco Polo, Grand
Yes.
Austria Hotel, and Lorenzo El Magnifico.
Nice.
Mm.
All right, I've got a really simple one for us next.
Mm.
Or Jamie. Wingspan, Scythe, Viticulture.
Yeah.
He didn't
it.
design
Yes.
Wingspan.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
Good point.
true.
Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, oh God, she
Um,
saved
Sarah.
you so much.
So-
I'm
She
sorry,
saved
but
you.
that
Well,
I know I'm
Viticulture.
helping, but that's a bit, you can't
Yeah,
say
fair
you
call,
can't
fair
attribute a
call.
game to
No,
someone else.
Because then when they get it wrong, we can jump on them after that. So
Yeah.
they're feeling bad
True,
already,
true,
and we can make it feel
true, all right.
worse.
So I don't
Okay,
even know whether he
Revenge is
would
a
have.
dish
I don't know
best
whether
of all.
Tapestry would definitely be in there. Definitely not be in there. Oh, it might be, but wouldn't be confident. So Viticulture and Scythe. I can't think of a third that would.
I'd be more confident with Eric Lang.
I don't know.
Cthulhu Death May Die, Blood Rage, and Rising Sun might be out. No.
Well, what about some of the other like we're leaving some of the obvious ones like
What about some of the ones from the last round that have
Like
two
who,
editions?
Like Stefan Feld, like surely Castles of
Yeah,
Burgundy is still in
the two
there.
edition ones. The 2 edition ones are going to be up there because
Yeah.
there's
Isn't that
2 out of
easier?
3,
Go
right?
with that.
So find someone.
But
who
hang
did-
on, Mike, who
and-
designed
and
5
who's-
Minutes Dungeon? I mean, who was that?
Okay.
Whoever beat him as well.
This is tricky.
We already know there's games in there that are 2 editions. If we know, a
I've
third
got no
game that
games
they've
on my shelf.
designed-
I turn around and look at my games; they're all in boxes in my car. Damn. Well, I mean,
I don't
Isaac
have
Childress
any
has
top
got 2.
100s.
I can't see him having third. I can't
No.
see
That was-
Forge
yeah.
War being in there.
No.
No.
Martin Wallace, 2 brasses, potentially some like. Did he have another game in there?
Well, if nothing else, we're ruling him out. But
Yeah.
I think Stefan Feld. He's got Castles of Burgundy. We don't
I
know
feel
if
comfortable with that.
yeah,
we don't know if the original and the 15th anniversary might count as 2.
That's true.
I don't know.
I don't know if they've split them up.
what about Knizia? Will he have 3 in there?
I think he's more like he's just got so many games. I don't know if any of them are
I don't
super
know
highly
whether-
rated.
The odds are in our favor.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gotta be an easy way to break this down.
We're doing exactly what I didn't want to do, which is give them about 10.
Yeah,
but we're
Yeah,
not
thanks
sure
for
of all of
these.
them.
This is awesome.
Oh, Sarah, we're only still in it because of you, so that's fine. Truth. I haven't said that in a while.
All right, team captain Stefan Feld. Let's move on.
Feld only has 2 games
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
top
no.
100.
So do we
Castles
keep
of
going now?
Burgundy and Trajan. Yep, you guys get another one.
Okay, so I've got 2 that I'm pretty sure, if not certain, 2 designers.
Yeah.
Sarah,
I've got-
you can call them. One's Vlada Svatil.
Yeah, Vlada. Yeah, I was going to say Vlada.
100% has 4.
Yeah. So save
maybe
the other
4.
one. Save the other one, Dev. Save the other one.
But they're not going again.
oh,
right?
they're
going
out.
again.
Oh, yeah, they're out. Okay. So
No,
Are
they
they?
they get to go again. They're not
They
out.
get to go again?
They get to
Okay.
go
Oh,
back
we
in,
just
yeah.
missed
so
a
we're
point.
Just
saying
missed
Vlada
that one.
Schvartel.
Vlada Schvartel is in there. He has the 3D Ages games, both of them. Mage
Mage
Knight
Knight.
and
Code names.
Code
Codenames.
names.
Codenames,
Yes,
yeah.
code names.
Codenames come back.
His greatest creation.
Right, back on us then.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
Okay.
What about Ignacy?
I was
He's
thinking.
got Robinson Crusoe, Detective Modern Crime.
I don't know if that'd be in the top 100 though, would it?
Don't know. And I'm sure there's another big name game
Have
he's
we already
done.
said Tootsie?
No,
See,
we
Turt's got
haven't.
Anachrony, but he's on about 1,000 games, but are they his games?
Well,
You
does
know?
the name
Ask
just
him.
need to be on the designer list?
It's designed by.
Design
Such
credit.
and
It doesn't
such,
matter
right?
if it's co-designed.
Yeah, co-design
'Cause-
counts, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, if we want to go with
Oh.
that, then he would definitely have 3 in there. Whether, I'm just worried that if it's
I don't know
solo
what
credit,
3.
whether it counts.
Mm. Well, with BGG, who the hell knows?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
Turtsy, friend of the show.
Nope.
Cool.
Not have
Okay.
3 games.
I've got another one which I'm pretty certain. But
This is the
Okay.
last one for you guys.
okay,
So
do you have
is it?
another one?
Okay.
So I can
Connor also has an idea, but what's your idea, Def?
Alexander Pfister.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, okay.
We know for sure there's 2 in the
Yeah.
top 15.
Great Western
For
Trail.
sure.
And Maracaibo.
And
Maracaibo.
Maracaibo. And there's probably
What's Blackout Hong Kong? Would that be in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe.
My other one
He's
can
got some light games that are pretty popular
can the
too.
Bugger Luggers go again or
No,
are
no,
they
that's
finished?
it. You're all
The other
done.
one I was
you
gonna
get this
say-
on
That's the
phone.
grey bugger lugs to you, mate.
was Matt Leacock.
Oh, yeah. But again,
Well, he's
same.
got the 2 pandemics.
Yeah.
What else?
The Forbidden Island games and the Forbidden Desert.
Yeah, it's just how much have they dropped out of the top
Yeah.
100? Right.
I would be happy. I would if
I don't know.
Fister is the hill we die on, then I'll raise that flag.
All right. Fister.
Vista has 3.
Yes.
He has Great Western Trail, Maracaibo, and Mombasa.
Ah,
Yeah.
Mombasa.
Mombasa, yeah, which is the
Was-
original Blackout Hong
Was
Kong,
Martin
basically.
Wallace on the list?
No, Martin Wallace does
Okay.
not
He's only
make
got
the
2.
Was
Who else is,
Matt
who else is
I
on the
can
list?
give you-
Can't be too many.
So you have
There's a lot with
Corey
2.
Kanitska, who
Mm.
did
Ah,
TI, Star Wars Rebellion,
Rebellion.
Star
Yeah.
Wars Imperial Assault, Battlestar Galactica,
course.
and Eldritch Horror.
Wow.
We also have Alexander Pfister, which we just mentioned. There's Daniel Tashini, who has
Yeah.
Salkin, Voyages, and Teotihuacan. We have Paul Denon, who has 3. He's got Clank, Clank Legacy, and Dune Imperium. And then we have Shem Phillips, Paladins of the
gonna ask
Western
whether
Kingdom,
Shem was on
Architects of the
Oh,
Western
Steve.
Kingdom.
Oh, Steve. is-
Heartbroken.
And
Steve.
Daniel Tashini. How did I miss both of them?
You have to hand in your Shem Phillips
Yeah,
fan.
he's off
board.
the payroll.
Games now, mate.
Which also mean we could have gone Shem and then just gone straight with Sam because they're on all those games.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do a score check?
No,
No.
no,
No,
move on.
Please,
Are we on
I'd love
12, I
to.
think?
It's
No, Wrap it up.
17.
No, you got to keep the suspense going. Let's just move on. don't let it on yet.
18
18.
to beige and 9
Oh, that's not so
to
bad.
grey. So this
Lowest score wins,
is
yeah? Like golf.
the
Golf.
final. Guys, this is a
Plot
real big
twist.
one. Okay, this is huge plot twist time. Okay,
I don't
this
know.
last round is worth 15 points.
Whoa.
So you could bring it back because it is a big round. We're actually going to be joined by a very special guest who is
Raven.
designer of the Rat Catcher. We will have the Rat Catcher himself jumping in to judge you all. So
Oh,
let's
no.
Oh, no.
invite
Dude,
Matt
fire
quickly
out loud.
to the
Just in general, I just go and go, Steve, these are your
in general.
problems.
Yeah, Face looks
And
crazy
your
without a beard.
microphone's
That's
crap.
what-
Yeah. I hate your voice. Yeah.
Okay, let me just invite him.
Man, I
You
could think of
can-
so many designers before with 2 games. I think Eric's only
Yeah.
got 2. I think Cole's only got 2.
Yeah, I was thinking of Cole too, but I couldn't think of a
He's
third
only
game.
got Pax and Root.
Pax,
That's it.
Pamir, and Root. Yeah.
Mm.
I can't think. I don't think any others are in there.
Just shows how hard it is to get more than 2 in.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, Uwe wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but
Well,
he
that-
operates at a different level than everyone else.
Welcome back, everybody. We are joined by our massively awesome rat catching judge himself, Mr. Matt Aslin. How you doing, Matt?
Matt.
Hey, Matt.
And he will be our
5G'd up.
judge. That's it. He will be our judge tonight because the 2 teams are going to be playing the last round of the game, which can tip the balances of this game and win it for all in a game that we have called 5-Minute Kickstarter. Now, the teams have all been given a code word this morning, and the code words all link to different things that help them create a board game for a Kickstarter campaign. And Matt will judge you on your Kickstarter campaign and decide the winner of this game. So, Team Beige, starting with Sarah, what word did you get, Sarah?
Captain Planet. I
Captain
got 2
Planet.
words.
Mm.
Captain Planet. Def, what have you got?
Worker placement.
Captain Planet worker placement game sounds like my thing. Connor,
Same here.
what have you got?
I got
He doesn't
Orange
remember.
Nebula.
Oh,
Oh.
Captain Planet worker placement game by Orange Nebula. And Mike, what have you got?
I got bloody Olympic figure skating.
Figure skating.
Yes.
Here we go. This sounds like a game for the books. Okay, starting with Dan's side. In Gray, what did you get, Dan?
I got Shredder.
Shredder, the Shredder from the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Buddy. Steve, what did you get?
Trick or treating. So 3 words.
Trick or treating. Jules?
Pandasaurus.
Pandasaurus is making this game. And Mitch, what have you got?
I got a deck building.
Deck building.
Is that even a category?
The BGG category.
Don't think it is.
See it. Okay, well, we will give you guys 5 minutes to make your Kickstarter campaign. So you will need to use your best teamwork possible to decide on what's going on and who's doing what. I would, I wish you all the best.
Before we split up, Adrian, can I just say, Matt, number 7 of all backers on Ratcatcher, right here.
Number 7.
7th backer. Righty. Okay.
I got to meet number 1. He was very cool, actually. He's in the Netherlands.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So what Mitch is saying is he couldn't even wake up on time to back Ratcatcher number 1.
What's number 7?
What time did you launch? 9 a.m.
Patience, drop airs, man.
If you're not first, you're last, Mitch.
Hey. Yeah, I'm always last. That's why I'm on this team. We've established that already.
Yeah.
Okay. Got Sarah. And just assigning those rooms quickly.
Mm-hmm. So what are you expecting from us in 5 minutes' time?
A Kickstarter, a game
So
that you're going to launch.
A game
Pitch with all of our words.
But you said something about roles as well for who's doing what.
No, you are just making that Kickstarter, basically. That's all you have to do.
Cool.
You might have just dreamt that in your afternoon nap this afternoon.
Could have. Because doing a Kickstarter is so easy, isn't it, Matt?
Oh, breeze.
Yeah.
It takes 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, for amateurs, I'm sure Matt did it in 3.5.
Just do them before brekkie.
But I'll open all the rooms and I wish everybody the best of luck. There we go. So how's things, Matt? I hear you have a Kickstarter campaign around the corner.
Oh, yeah. Looming.
Yeah. That's awesome. It looks amazing. There's loads of content and stuff coming out about it. Minis look fantastic.
Oh, it's coming together really well.
Oath getting fulfilled soon, do you reckon?
Yeah, I've got to get back to art. I've just been bogged down with the last end of the Ratcatcher fulfillment.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Captain Planet, Worker Placement, Orange Nebula, and Olympic figure skating.
Okay.
Olympic figure skating.
Right.
All right, that's a doozy. Okay.
Yeah, that is a
All right.
doozy. So we know the game type is worker placement at least.
Yeah.
And Orange Nebula. Well,
An Orange Nebula, right? So we're going to have marketing, like really nice marketing.
Yeah,
we're going to
it's
have
gonna be
trays.
crisp. Yeah.
We're going to have really nice
Mad
trays in the
trash.
box, right? And
It has to have meaning, right? That's what Tom and Mark and Teresa.
So it's got to have meaning. So, and that's going to be good with Captain Planet, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
saving the world
Saving
and
the world.
uniting. So you want something like where it's united, and you need to maybe move around the board and collect like the.
Yeah, but what's the Olympic figure skating? Is that a bad guy?
Well, okay. So Olympic figure skating, you slide. So instead of you actively moving your pieces, you slide the pieces across the board.
that's good in patterns, like in
Yes.
in arcs or something.
so they
in
have to
patterns.
slide. They cannot. It's a circular design or
Yes.
an elliptical design, like a like a ice skating kind of ring. So you cannot take actions anywhere. You have to go sequential, and there's different rings. Like the different lanes are the different rings. So you can pass from one ring to the other when you go to the next spot, but you cannot jump ahead
Yes.
or behind or
That's
anywhere else
so
on the board.
good.
Or
Yeah.
okay, so your camera's gone funny.
Yeah, my camera's gone real
But
weird
okay,
again.
so we're talking about like sliding.
I'll turn it off
okay,
for
so
a
sliding
minute.
around. Now all the Planeteers have a ring, so you can't like finish your ring, so like Earth, love, or whatever heart until you flicked your token around the entire outside of or the entire in the ring. So once you flicked it around, you've like got the power of earth, and then you move on to the next one, which is the worker placement, and then you flick the next one, and then you get the power of fire, and so on and so forth.
Ew.
This is a bit fancy, isn't it?
There we go.
Bit of a breakout
There we
room.
go, indeed.
All right. So I'm assuming he wants it to be a Ninja Turtles theme.
Yep.
What do we have? We had Shredder, Trick or Treating,
yeah.
Deck Building, and
Trick-or-treating,
Pandasaurus.
Okay.
Why don't we go, even though it's a Ninja Turtles theme, why don't we go a little left to center and make Shredder the actual hero?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we could have
I
a
don't
one
know who
versus many.
Shredder is.
He's
Shredder's
basically
basically-
got a cheese. He's basically got a cheese grater on his face.
I know the Ninja Turtles. That's it.
Oh,
He's the
Shredder's
main
the bad
villain
guy. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cassowary.
I've got the cassowary. Did I show
Oh,
you
no.
the art?
No, I
got
seen
the
the
artwork.
art.
Yeah, I did the artwork for the
Yeah,
cassowary.
that looks amazing. Dude.
Yeah,
So cool.
it's been good mimicking Patrizia's style.
Yeah.
Very different from my style.
I was gonna say, like, is that really hard to do? Like going from what you did in the Ratcatcher to like getting an artist and then having to mimic them. Do you know what I mean? Like, is that something you've ever done?
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit tricky. Or I had already planned on doing it for the next game already. Is mimicking famous sci-fi 1960s, 1970s style.
Picture it. I
Right,
can
here,
have a picture
I'm
game.
gonna quickly draw it. So you got
Okay.
they got fire there. Okay.
Yeah.
And then for you to move on to the next one, you've got to so if you move on to the next one, you've got to go all around the inside of fire and then move on. So that's the next worker placement spot.
Yeah.
Okay,
The only
so-
thing I can think of theme wise is like there's candies that are actually like poisoned or whatever, and you're trying to get them out of your deck, and he's constantly putting them in somehow.
Or
So
maybe the
which-
other way.
which-
Maybe
so which-
if we're going to be playing as Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, then maybe we want to fill our deck with poisonous
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
I was going to say we're trying to like poison.
Laced-
We're
laced
going
lollies.
out and
Yeah.
we're trick or treating, and the Ninja Turtles are trying to stop us.
Yeah.
So there's like a Ninja Turtle deck, or like that's like the event deck,
Yeah.
and we're trying to build up our hands of dodgy lollies.
What about like moldy pizza?
Doesn't have to, moldy. It doesn't have to be poison. It can be. We can give out like cough drops instead of boiled lollies.
Yeah,
We can give out moldy pizza. I'm just making some notes here.
Yep.
What else is something really shit?
Anchovies.
Yes.
Yes, good call.
Broccoli pizza.
Anchovies, broccoli.
Next thing.
Aussie horror game, because he'll
Yeah.
do the miniatures for that as well. And I mean, that's probably 2-3 games away for me. So it's a long way away, but at least, trying to give him an inkling that I want to come back and work with him again.
It's crazy.
But yeah, we were talking the other night. We may be actually working on something that's not board game related in the intro
wow.
as well. So
That's
I love miniatures. I've been a miniature person just about all my
What are
life.
we going to
Can
do?
I
with
spit out a theme quickly that I got in my
Yeah.
brain?
Okay.
Shoot.
So wherever the Olympics are being held, there's so much pollution that they can't.
Oh,
hold
yes,
they
like
can't, they,
it.
they
Yes.
can't hold the
Yeah.
figure skating. So we need to bring the environment back to normal.
It's too hot.
Summon
It's
Captain
too
Planet.
hot. It's too hot,
Summon Captain
Mike.
Planet to put the Earth back
Yes.
in place.
The ice
freeze
is
it again
melting.
so we can go ahead with the figure skating.
Yes.
Where
Perfect.
does Captain
So
America
good.
fit in this?
No,
Huh?
Captain
No,
Planet.
it's Captain
Planet. They
Planet.
summon Captain Planet
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the worker placement spots to cool the Earth down.
Yeah.
So to cool, I don't know, where's the next one going to be? Let's just say Kyoto. So to
Yeah.
cool Kyoto down, so they can have the Olympic figure skating
Mhm.
there,
Mhm.
and it's going to have bonkers production values because
Yeah.
it's Orange Nebula.
Yes. And in fact, you know what? There's going to be a whole bunch of expansions with all
Yeah.
these different scenarios too. So it's not just the figure skating, whatever it is.
And then you can each
Ice
build up
skating.
your own figure skating character, so when they come to the Olympics, they can perform in a different way. Mike,
Yeah.
you are a genius.
I was
Yeah,
trying to put it
so
all
good.
together.
Throw me
Um,
some like I'm just thinking it's Pandasaurus, right? So
Yeah.
the launch of this will also come with a roll and write
Oh,
called
yes.
something
Yes.
to do with like I'm trying to think of like cowabunga and right, but that doesn't work. So what are some other catchphrases?
What about
Pepperoli?
Pepperoli and right.
Pepperoli pizza.
Pepperoli pizza. Yeah.
Pepperoli. Yeah.
And you're trying to, it's similar to like, maybe not similar, but I guess like Railroad Inc. So you're trying to create delivery routes for the pepperoni pizza or
Yeah, I
something,
like that.
or making a sewer network
Hey, we
to
need
deliver
Yes.
the pizza around.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so that's we don't need to go much further on that.
No,
That's we
because
just go.
it's about as much thought as they put
So
into the raw.
pepperoni
right?
pizza delivery routes through sewers. Okay.
Yes,
Yep, cool.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. So then we go back to the deck builder. So
Okay.
we create 2 games. We should
Yes.
definitely.
So it as well.
So what if like so you know how they come with the game trays, right?
Mm.
Like that's their thing.
Mm.
You have a game tray, and then once you go to the worker placement section and you collect the ring, you put the ring into your game tray.
Mm.
And then eventually what happens is, I don't know, Def, you're smarter than me, is like you put them around and it like lights up. And when it lights up, that's when you get Captain America, Captain Planet, or Captain America, both. Let's put it both in.
I like it.
Yeah, I remember when I was like maybe like 9 or 10, and I got my first like miniatures from Games Workshop, and they're made out of lead.
Oh yeah, safety.
I
net.
I remember like running with it, and I jumped over like my wall at my house, and it like caught my 2 feet, and I fell flat on my face, and I bent the arm. I was like devastated about it,
Bend
but
it back,
because it was lead, it bent back fine. Like it wasn't a problem at all. It's pretty cool.
I like putting them in my mouth. That was the best bit about lead mixers.
Has to be something including recycling, like environmental friendly.
But it is.
The,
It's
the box
got
is
the fun-
biodegradable, so
Yeah.
when you finish with the game, you can plant a tree. There's a seed in the box.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
One day, when you finish playing the game's done, you're gonna plant the box and
That
grow a
is
tree.
so
perfect.
good.
That is so, good.
good.
Yes,
You lot.
we're making this happen, Matt.
We
We're
are
this
making
happen.
magic. Yeah.
Hello.
This is the next big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the next big thing.
It's gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna try my video again,
barbecue.
even
The
though it's
whole
being
the
strange.
whole game is made from recycled components as well.
Recycled from
I
what?
like it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Huh?
work.
I don't know, just recycled stuff like recycled paper, recycled plastics.
What do I look like? An environmental scientist?
It comes with green hair dye. That's
Well, Captain Planet has green hair. Yeah, good
Exactly.
He
point.
does.
Yeah.
They're going around
it's-
collecting
it's-
treats.
It's mopping up the bad that we're doing, and we can.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
some sort of time.
the
Time.
boss is
like-
here. The boss is here.
Oh, everyone sit up straight.
Come on, pants on.
Is that
what's
5
that?
minutes already?
No,
No, he's just
halfway.
he's just sussing
Okay.
us
It's
out.
jumping around.
So let me
Okay,
ask you.
all right.
Let me ask you this: How
Just
do you
here
win?
to judge you.
What's the? What's the?
We kill them all. We kill
What's
them
the
all.
win condition?
We make them all sick.
We take over the city.
If,
Make, make all the kids
Yeah.
sick.
yeah. If
Yeah.
they draw X number of sick cards or bad cards, then they get sick, and one
Yeah.
of the turtles is out.
Oh, what if like you say with that like the event deck, right?
Yeah.
Like every 5th or 6th card, like the epidemics in Pandemic, right? Is a turtle basically snatches one of your bags, you got to discard your whole hand. So that means you've got to reset.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
This can be hard for you to explain it all down.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I'll just ramble more.
Elevator
through it.
pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything's down to the elevator pitch. You use that a million times. It saves you
Yeah.
so much effort.
Do you want to
Um,
flick into the other room, Matt, and give them some hassle?
To,
They're well lost.
We're not allowed to
so-
gang up on this one.
Nah.
I'm feeling good now.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident with ours.
Yeah, I
Actually.
think we've got a pretty good.
Okay, so you want to hear our full pitch now, Matt?
No, you still got a bit of time to work on
Oh,
it.
okay.
Alrighty,
Oh, wow,
okay.
we still
To
got time.
hassle you and judge you really badly.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I like
So,
I feel
Mike,
judged.
Yeah.
Good.
the seed idea, you can keep it up your sleeve at the end and do a Steve Jobs. And one more thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you
It comes with the seed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
when you complete the game, you'll discover a secret thing at the end.
No, it's built into the lid of the box. So one day when you finish the game, you plant the whole box and it helps compost and make it and build and grows a tree.
Variable player powers.
yeah, very
Asymmetric.
play base because all the baddies have a different advantage.
Right, okay.
Variable. So you might have Bebop or Ropsteady that will actually go and actually beat up the turtles to try and
Turtles.
stop them while we're actually going around distributing candy. Everyone thinks we're dressed in bloody Halloween costumes, but we're actually the legitimate baddies
Yeah.
handing out. So variable.
I feel like we've got the big idea. What's the actual gameplay look like? I think if we can knuckle that down.
Kickstarter, we don't need any.
Hey, good point. It's all about looks, miniatures.
Higher powers.
So maybe we win with the kids getting sick. Maybe we win the game when the hospital gets X number of kids or something.
hospital's overrun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I was just trying to think, how do you engage? So, like, if we're able to.
But that sounds a bit morbid, having kids in the hospital.
No, they don't die. They're just sick. They have to go to hospital for treatment.
Yeah.
But we're against the turtles. Turtles go to hospital.
Different expansions with different scenarios.
They can have like the Sochi Olympics and then the Salt Lake City Olympics. And
Yeah.
the Toronto Olympics.
All of the expansions about figure skating, all of them.
And the whole it's to cool down the earth. I like Mike. That is a touch of genius. I love it.
So good.
We can.
Okay.
Not kids.
Yeah,
I think Shredder attacking children's probably.
Yeah, if we can get all four, if we can get all 4 turtles to the hospital, we win or something.
Ideally, we win when we've ruined Halloween.
Yeah,
it's kind of like It's kind of like a Grinch thing we're doing.
But how do we determine?
I don't know.
Didn't we say before if a turtle gets 3 pieces of bad candy or food or whatever, then that turtle's out.
But we're giving
okay. I got an idea
to kids.
We've got an idea, right?
Trick or treating.
We've got this event deck we're working against, and it's dwindling down, right?
Yes.
And then every now and again, a turtle can come out and attack us, and then we have to discard our deck. Maybe each of us has 3 opportunities. Like we can only have our deck discarded 3 times, and when that's done, we're out, right? And every time they get a kid to hospital or whatever, they get to shuffle in, like I don't know, 5 cards back into their deck, and we win when their deck runs out. So we're trying to whittle down their deck, and when they have something good happen, they get 5 cards back into their deck. So that keeps them going. And then we've got to be careful not to be too aggressive, because if we discard 3 times, then we're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's a deck building sort of hand management.
Planets. So we can have different Olympics, and each Olympic the actions will be specific to that city's. Green strategy.
So yeah. So we've got let's do Sochi.
How do we improve? That's the other thing. How are we improving our deck? Like there's no market to get better cards or anything.
So the worker placement rings will be like a map of that city.
Yes, and you've got to go around.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love maps.
And then and because they're from different parts of the world, right?
How do we go?
I think our roller route sounds better. Just like
I know.
Pepperoli. All right, I'm stopping the recording and we go back in the other room.
Okay, so you go leave room. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then the aim is to summon.
Yeah, because you need them all.
I'll see you guys in the main room.
So
here they all come.
There's too many people. I don't like it.
Stranger danger.
Oh, Dan's back.
Hey.
Not right here.
Well, teams, we are going to pitch these Kickstarter ideas to our guest, Judge Matt, and he is going to decide. And this will take someone to victory or send somebody home deep, deep, deep underground.
Hang on a second.
Sounds like
I don't agree to this.
As I told you, it's Squid Game, man. Like, if they get 18 plus 15 points, there's no coming back from that. So it's all down to you and your pitch. So, it's all up to what Matt wants to back on Kickstarter. So I shall leave you in the capable hands of Team Beige.
All
Right. We've got a special salesperson. So Mike's going to kick us off and then we're going to chip in.
It's because he's the pretty one.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all the eyes.
I'm already all in.
All the eyes. What? He's got 7 eyes.
All about the eyes. Come on, man.
Folks, it's no joking matter, okay? Because the world is in peril. The world is in peril. Mother Earth is dying. Gaia is in pain because Earth is over polluted, and the Olympic figure skating can't happen because ice can't form because the Earth is burning up. This is where the Planeteers come in. So in our game, you each take a role of one of the Planeteers in trying to bring the Earth back to a climate state that can actually sustain ice to save the Olympic ice skating. This is a game brought to you by Orange Nebula, which in turn comes with lots of Orange Nebula quirks. First, let's go through some gameplay. Let's kick it over to Connor for what the gameplay is going to look like.
So each player takes control of a Planeteer, aiming to obtain their Planeteer ring so they can summon Captain Planet. This involves each player being located on a different continent or region, moving around to different worker placement stations in order to complete tasks, spending resources or promoting healthy green living, so that they can obtain the Planeteer ring, meaning that they can then go and summon Captain Planet.
Yeah, but for each city that the Olympics is happening, the map will be different. So there's going to be different expansions with different maps, with different worker spaces, because each city has their own environmentally friendly policy and things that they can do. So each city is going to be totally different. And it's going to be all in a nice tray, Orange Nebula style, nice trays. Everything's easy to set up.
Trays for trays, eh?
Yeah,
UV box with the shiny stuff on top.
No, UV, it's environmentally friendly.
Actually, yeah, talk about how environmentally friendly the packaging is, man.
The box and the game, since it's Orange Neb, they're going to be true to the theme. It's all going to be made of recycled materials, but there's a secret little thing in the end there, folks. So inside the box lid is going to be a seed. So one day when you are finished with this game and the game is been played 1,000 times and it's ready to send it to the heap, you're going to plant this box in your backyard. It's fully compostable and it's going to grow a tree out of it.
I hope in the meantime.
High fives. So what you're saying is your game is eventually going to be trash.
No, well, one day you're gonna.
Oh, it'll be a living, beautiful thing.
Exactly.
And
I'm
also,
worried it's gonna get wet in the meantime.
And also, when you can summon Captain Planet, and when you put all the rings together, it all lights up, because that happened in the show, and it was and you get to upgrade a character ability.
What's the age limit on this game with Captain Planet's ring in it?
Rings.
Jeez.
What?
Crazy.
The aim of the game
Do I
is
get the
summon
rings?
Captain
Do I
Planet.
have like the little rings that I can just wear around?
Of course.
Yeah, and you fit them into this thing, and then it lights up, and then Captain Planet comes and helps you, and you get a bonus. You get a.
Is that like a battery in there running that?
No, they're solar powered.
It's solar powered.
It's solar powered, yeah. You
like
charge
like the old
UV
calculators.
box lid, of course.
Put it on the balcony and charge it.
How much is the base pledge for this?
$999.
Mitch wants this game.
Oh dear.
Okay, cool. Well, that was Team Beige with their Captain Planet worker placement, save the world, get a tree game.
Orange Nebula.
So,
And ice skate.
Orange Nebula,
And make sure figure skating happens.
figure skating's happening, people. We're not going to let it.
That's the real problem with global warming.
That's the
It's the figure skating.
Yeah, it is.
God.
Okay,
As long as Will
Let's,
Barrels are on there.
let's move on to Team Grey. Team Grey, what's your Kickstarter?
All right. So, Mr. Aslan, if we can just have just a few moments of your time, we'd like to present to you the next great game for kids. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Halloween Heroes. Now, everyone's played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before, but in this game, Shredder and his team of misfits are the heroes. They're out to destroy Halloween. We've got variable player powers, so it's co-op. You can play as Shredder, you can play as Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang, and the four of them, you're out to destroy Halloween and ruin it for all the kids. So you're putting cough drops, moldy pizza, anchovies, broccoli in their goodie bags. As you go around the city, and you're trying to make all the kids sick. Basically, there's an event deck which is constantly working against you, where the Ninja Turtles are forcing you to empty your bag, which is essentially your deck, because there's a deck building hand management game. Sometimes they will clean up part of the city, so then you got to go back and then reinvest and spend more time handing out rotten stuff to all the kids. Plays in about sort of 60 to 90 minutes, and it's a great. Also, there has a solo mode as well, but it's a great co-op game. Everyone's sick of playing as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so now you can play and make Shredder the heroes. This is brought to you by Pandasaurus Games, so we wouldn't be complete without an additional roll and write game we're throwing in as well. Roll and write game. It's called Pepperoli Pizza.
Oh,
Pepperoli pizza.
You're rolling dice to create the delivery routes through the sewer network so that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can actually deliver pieces to the city. It plays 1 to 99. It's a really simple roll and write, but you'll be surprised how challenging it actually is. We're throwing that in as well with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Halloween Heroes game.
Well done, Tim.
Yes.
Good work. What is that?
I don't understand.
Give me turtles. Give me turtles.
No one to play Shredder. What kid grew up and said, "I want to play
that's what the
Shredder"?
roll and writes.
Yeah.
That's why we got the roll and write there, because you could play
You can
that.
do both.
Yeah,
We give you a little bit of everything. We cover all bases, Connor. Everything.
Why just
Cool.
say that so
So-
quickly?
See,
Matt, which game do you think that you would back on Kickstarter?
Oh, it's close. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a Teenage Mutant Ninja generation. But Team Grey literally won by half a point by my side.
Oh,
Oh.
Just so close.
Was it the
Team Grey, that's us.
pepperoli? It was pepperoli.
Beige
Pepperoli.
had a lot more wow factor, definitely. But the Grey team managed to just hit a few more of those key factors that really buff out a more serious look at the game.
Well done.
yeah, good job,
Well
Dan.
done, everybody. Well done.
Well,
Does that mean the
well
curse
done,
is
Greg.
broken,
I
Adrian?
think so.
Mitch, the
Curse
curse
is
is
broken.
broken.
Well done.
Finally won a trivia.
How do you feel?
Congratulations.
Really
to
taking
both
your
the
four of
teams.
them.
It's been a dream of mine for as long as
Ever
The last
since
year or
Trivia
so.
1.
yeah.
You just fall
I'm
down the
pretty
steps on
proud
his
of
way up the
thinking-
podium.
Since March 2020, you've wanted to win a
Yeah. Ever since.
Well, let's just can we just thank Matt for
Yeah,
joining us?
thanks,
Matty.
That was
awesome.
Appreciate
Thanks,
the
Matt.
time, Matt. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
That was
fun.
great.
And just speak to Dan, Mitch, Jules, and I when you want to get the rights to run that Kickstarter, because I think there's merit.
Pepperoli pizza has some legs.
I think it
As long
definitely
as you
has
want
legs.
to pay in the licensing fee.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say,
fair. That's fair.
sure, IDW
We'll do
Comics
the,
will have no issues with
We'll
that.
do that. We'll do the middle-aged standard ninja people
Yeah.
game.
You play as Blender.
It writes itself.
Tortoises. Blue tortoises, sorry.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, sweet. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt.
We'll let Matt go, everybody.
Matt.
So he
Thanks,
can
Matty.
make
Thanks,
his
Matt.
learning.
With,
Thanks,
drop
Thanks
dead.
again, Matt. Take care, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. That was it. That was the last round. We
Yeah.
did it. They've broken the curse.
So we got 9
That's-
plus 15,
Yep.
and you guys finished on 18. We blitzed
Yep.
you.
Yeah. Never in doubt.
Just-
Never in
I
doubt.
think we did a Bradbury, to be honest.
Killed it.
Okay, cool. Well, that does bring us to the end of the trivia night, but we do have a bracket battle to start and potentially resolve.
Two to resolve.
Two to resolve. I'll pass you over to Steve because he has all that data. But I hope you've enjoyed the trivia night. I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thanks,
guys
Adrian.
like-
That was
That's
great.
fun.
And Draven.
Draven.
Thank you.
I have to
Maybe.
ask actually because the Kickstarter thing was a bit of a logistical nightmare to work out. But how did you find it? Because
That
I
was
wasn't in
great.
the room.
Fun.
Like,
It was
was that
good.
That was
hard?
Yeah,
fun
that's
as.
fun.
No, that was great.
I like that stuff.
Thanks-
I
thanks
actually
for Olympic
legitimately
figure
want this
skating.
game.
Yeah.
That game.
Yeah.
That just made the whole campaign come together. Olympic figure skating was just
Yeah, that
cherry
was
on
a
top.
good
Yeah, what a curveball that was.
Okay, so the bracket battle. So we've got two to resolve. The first one was Yokohama versus Targi. And this one, it went the way of Targi. It was a pretty comfortable win in the end. Probably just more widely, I guess, available and more known, or at least more current. So yeah, that one, probably not a big surprise that Targi went through. It's a great two-player game. So then that leaves us with Quacks versus Viscounts. And I don't know, this is hard to take, but Quacks got the win here pretty comfortably. It is a fantastic game, but I reckon give it another year and I think those tables will turn, but we'll see. So Quacks goes through the second
It's a
round.
bit bittersweet since we had Sam on the last episode.
Yeah. And I said it before, I'll say it again. That game is a work of genius, Viscounts. It is something special. But anyway, that is...
Quacks is just so accessible. That's what it comes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
comes down to.
no
So
one
many
hates
people.
Quacks.
No.
No.
And everyone can play it.
If anyone's going to hate Quacks, it'd be you, Steve. So if you don't hate Quacks, then
Yeah, because Quacks hates you.
Hates me. That's
Mutual.
I'm like that annoying kid in high school that just keeps trying to date that same person. So they just keep hassling and hassling. And that person just has no interest.
go out with me.
Yeah.
Go out with me.
Yeah.
I'm triggered now.
Sorry.
You just described the last 3 years of my high school.
All right. So moving on, our next one this is something quite special, which was unfortunate because I tried so hard to not have this happen in round one, but unfortunately it was unavoidable. And unfortunately we have a person versus themselves, which is Mike versus Mike, Clank versus Barenpark. And I don't even know. I'm just trying to think of whether we've heard these in the countdown yet, where they sat and where they fell. But so the only thing to do is say, hey, Mike.
Well, I think it's really appropriate because Mike loves going solo. When he's off the air, he just tells me how much he loves solo games and he just really wants to get more into the scene. So I think it's fantastic, Mike.
He does play
You're
a
doing
lot
that.
of
I
solo
talk to you
games for someone who
offline.
hates solo games.
Well, quick show of hands before we throw to Mike. Who has played both of these games? So for the people listening just on the podcast, we've got myself, Mitch, Dan, and Mike who put their hands up. So we'll go to Mike, and then maybe the three of us could say which one we'd probably put above the other after that and see how we go. So, Mike, tell us why Clank is better than Barenpark.
All right. So Clank better than Barenpark. So look, Clank, I like to always fondly call it Dominion with purpose. It's got that beautiful deck building feel that, is very, very rewarding. At the same time, you're using those cards to battle monsters and work your way through a dungeon. It's almost got like this weird little take that mechanic where you're trying to go down this dungeon to get the most expensive sort of prize that you can get. But if somebody wants to be that rat bag, they can grab something and quickly try to escape. And so the game gives you that overall feeling of, suspicion and caution as you're doing it, where you don't really get that in Barenpark. Barenpark is sort of doing your own sort of little game, and the worst thing somebody can do is take a piece you wanted. Whereas Clank is truly an experience where you're all taking part in something that you don't know which way it's going to go. Even if you do try to do the thing where you grab something and escape quickly, if you're not pulling up the cards that work in your favor, you're in trouble. You got that suspenseful moment where you make noise and then you have to, the dragon's going to attack because the wrong card came out, and then you're pulling your hand into the bag and pulling out cubes and hoping that your color doesn't come out. It's got so much suspense and so much fun and a lot of table talk. I think that makes it a really fun game. Also, all the expansions, there's just so much content that you can get for it. I've got I think 4 expansions or so in my box now, and every time I want to play, I can have a bit of a different feel, whether it's like, a mummy chasing you around, or whether it's digging for gold, or, like a water themed board. There's always something different you can do. So that is why Clank would be better than Barenpark.
All right, that was really compelling, Mike. That was really good. So then tell us why Barenpark's better than Clank.
So going back, Clank. Barenpark's a great little tile laying game where you're building your park up, and it's it's a fun race trying to see if you can fill your tiles and leave that one little square open so you can get your little bear trophy. And you want to get them quickly because they sort of diminish in points as you go through. So it's a bit of a racing game while you're trying to do a spatial puzzle. And you also have those few goals that you're trying to hit quickly, so you get more points as well. And even if you're second or third, you can still get points for completing one of the goals, but you're going to do much better in getting there first. So it's a bit of a race, but it's just very satisfying. It's, once again, it does feel a bit more solo, so you're just doing your own thing and drawing your tiles, trying to fill up your board. But it's just very, very calming. But if you do get the expansion, it adds so much more, gives you a lot more of a complex game. So it's a lot more approachable with kids. Everyone likes Barenpark. I don't think I've really met someone that doesn't like it. It's Clank has more of a specific sort of audience I think it's catering for. Whereas Barenpark, it's just so cool and calming. Anyone can get into it. It's by, good old Phil Walker Harding, support your Aussies. It's just a great game. It's beautiful, very pretty. And who doesn't love putting some koalas onto a board? It's great.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll just quickly say that this one is a tough one because I only played Clank and I went, it's all right. I didn't think it was anything special. But then I played Clank Legacy and that turned my opinion of Clank right around. So I'd probably lean towards Clank, but it's a tough one, not just for you, Mike, to choose. Yeah, Barenpark is a great game and gets a lot of play with my kids as well. So what about you, Mitch?
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I'm going Barenpark. I think I've said before, I've never been a massive deck builder fan. And yeah, that definitely is one of the ones though that is pretty good though, Clank. Like it's like Mike says, it's Dominion with purpose. So it does give you a little bit more to digest than just the deck building aspect of it. But I think Barenpark just hits that sweet spot in terms of, really engaging puzzle, what your strategy is going to be in terms of how you're going to place that. You're going to go to expand your park quickly. Are you going to go to try and get the bigger tiles or just get more of the smaller ones and the bonuses? There's that race aspect. So yeah, I just think there's a little bit more to sort of puzzle out in Barenpark than there is in Clank. So yeah, I'm leaning that way. Barenpark for me.
All right, Dan?
Yeah, same. It's funny. I was looking at my collection the other day and I actually pegged Clank as being probably the next game that I'm going to teach Jack because I think he would really enjoy it with the dragon and everything and the deck building. But having said that, we already play Barenpark. I've taught it to my parents, so I really enjoy it. It's like a really neat. Everything. It's very economic, It's just distracting me. Just the polyomino. It's great. I really enjoy it. So Barenpark for me.
All right. Well, as per usual, it's not up to us. It is up to the fantastic community. So jump onto our page. As per usual, you can vote on our Facebook community. You can vote via our Facebook page stories. You can vote via our Instagram stories. And of course, the Discord bracket battle channel as well. So if you really love one game, you can vote 4 times for it. And if you're undecided, you can vote 2 on one and 2 on the other because that's going to do something. All right. Well, that's pretty much it, isn't it, Adrian? Have we got anything else to go through tonight?
That's everything. Just thanks everybody for listening. 150 episodes, a massive achievement. Matt Aslan, what a legend for coming in. The Ratcatcher himself, come and judge these fools on their Kickstarter campaign. I do hope to buy the pizza pepperoni game. Legit. That is such
pizza, baby.
I will buy that.
Sewer delivery
tomorrow.
network of pizzas.
It's literally taking Mitch's Uber McDonald's idea and putting it into a roll and write.
Yeah.
With the Ninja Turtles.
With the Ninja Turtles. Genius.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks everybody. I hope you all had fun and yeah.
No, it was great.
See you on the
Thanks,
next one.
80.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everyone.
listening to us for 150 episodes.
Yeah.
See you on
guys.
151.
Bye.